I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it. You're now live.
You are live.
That'll work. That's fine. I don't care. I'll have Twitch pulled up here, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's us. Yeah. So I don't know what we were going to talk about today, but throwing a wrench in here. I almost quit my job today. Again. At the same place.
That's like, what, the 15th time?
Was it for the same reason or just stupidity?
No, they fired my dad because...
Whoa, wait, hold on. Time out. What?
Yeah. My dad's a master tech, by the way. Master tech. Mechanic. And they fired him.
What are these people smoking?
That's what I'm saying. They fired him because they were saying that he was... what was it? He was sowing discourse, is the way they phrased it. I was like, what?
Doing what with a horse?
Sowing discourse is the way they phrased it.
Discourse or discord?
Discourse.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I've heard of discord.
It means...
But what's discourse?
What it is they thought he was making other people feel like they needed to quit because he was talking about he was going to quit and he was going to go somewhere else.
Maybe they weren't all fucking retarded.
And I was like, huh? And he's just like, well, I mean, you can't just assume that I'm going to stay here for the rest of my life, right? And anyway, they fired him, and the whole reason they fired him had to do with he asked.
We're not fucking retarded. The whole reason. There you go. That's the only reason why. Because I'm fucking retarded. That's the only reason why you get rid of a master mechanic.
Anyway, he asked for his vacation pay when he left, and that was like the one thing that he really wanted. And I was like, I mean that seems fair to me.
Yeah.
Is it not illegal to not give vacation pay if you still have it?
I don't know. That's what he was asking. He was like, that's not legal, right? And I just didn't like the way they did it. And I was like, I don't like this job to begin with. If you want me to go, I'll go, you know? I'll be right there with you. He's like, no, you're an adult. You can make your own decisions, blah, blah, blah.
But you guys could open a shop.
Well, I was like, that was a thought in my head. I was like,
You could call it Dad and Steven's shop.
we could just open our own shop. And
You could call it Pedis, Penis, Pitus, Master Mechanics.
just all of those.
All the fuck up names you've ever had.
All of the ones from
last
Chick-fil-A.
one would be Pedis.
All the ones for Chick-fil-A. I mean, it's a Chick-fil-A receipt.
The penis one is always going to be the
My dad
best.
randomly came across that. And
Penis.
I showed him the rest of the pictures.
Is your last name Penis, eh?
The one that
No, when they had that on the ticket,
the most was steel.
when they had that on the ticket, they were like, or the girl was like, I don't really feel comfortable saying. And I was like, really? What did you put on there?
You're like, good, that's probably not my name.
I was like, because I'm willing to bet whatever you have on there, if it's uncomfortable for you to say it, is not my name. But
The question, did you call it in or you type it in?
no, they just type it in. It's just one of those things where they're like, "Can I have a name for your order?"
I mean, I understand, missing the T.
out loud to somebody else, and then someone else mishears it and types it in.
It's like the telephone game.
Dang it.
you're just like, oh.
I mean, I'd understand, missing a T or adding an E at the end, just something like that.
Yeah.
But how do you get penis out of pedis?
I have no idea.
Penis table for two.
That's never happened. Oh, thank God.
I'd be tempted to do that just to mess with him.
What is your actual name? Oh.
Did that pop up on the thing?
I don't know. I don't have it going.
We have a comment.
It does. It did. Because this is what they're saying. So, I'll just. Good God, I was gonna just have that pulled up, but
So tiny. Now you got a picture of us in a picture.
picture in picture.
Pip.
So now we'll see when stuff pops up, so we can draw attention to it. But I'm going to edit all that out in the audio part because this new mixer separates everything into multiple tracks. So I can edit individual stuff out. I can edit JJ's voice to be louder if I wanted to.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Which is usually
An issue.
it's usually an issue. Yeah. JJ's a little more soft spoken than the rest of us. But
Unfortunately, JJ is soft spoken.
it cracks me up because we'll do videos and JJ will say some of the most off the wall stuff, and I'm like, that would have been really funny if you could hear him. And then you got me in the forefront of the video, just like
Hyena laughing.
It was funny.
And there's Tanner. I got a fish.
Oh, hold on.
Why the fuck is this sheep naked?
Wrong one.
It still works.
Not another fish!
Was that a phone?
It was mine. Pokemon Go.
The only thing I use Pokemon Go for is to catch something, then put it into one of the.
I have like 150 Pokeballs now, and I had like 0 a month ago. I don't even know how I have it. Twitch, if you have like a Amazon Prime account, Twitch gives you free stuff all the time, and they have a bunch of stuff going on with Pokemon Go right now, where they give you like free Pokeballs and revives and.
I can't afford free Pokeballs.
Pokemon Go randomly gave me a Charizard.
Yeah, they do that. I think you pick from the original 3 or something like that. Because they
There
all
was a,
have
mission.
mega forms. Speaking of that, Tanner, are you gonna play the new Pokemon when it comes out? Why do you have so many great balls?
Because I've got great balls, baby.
I think I have more Ultra Balls.
I have so many because walking around at work.
Yeah.
I work in the middle of nowhere, dude. There's nothing.
Right now, I'm at 10,887.
I don't have that
That's
turned
for
on
today.
either.
That's
I guess
today.
yeah.
When we went to Dollywood, when was it? It was Saturday. Let's see. I'll go back.
I'm pretty close.
It was fucking off the charts. Was it the 25th?
Mine's 95,
Yeah.
33 is what
Saturday, when we were at Dollywood, I walked 15,273 steps. 7.14 miles.
I mean,
Needless to say, I was fucking tired.
mine's up there. That's not quite that high,
Yeah, mine's ridiculous.
but I was thinking about this week. I was like, this new mixer, we're gonna have so much crap we can do, and I'm not gonna know what to do with it. It's like,
This is the thing. We can just do this. Whoa!
that little bit. Hey, whoa! Oh god.
You guys can have deep voices now. You don't know the power of the dark side.
That's actually a little deep for that.
It's very deep for that.
I was like, if I wanted to make like a metal album, that would be really good for like screams. Just
You wouldn't even have to do anything
You just like hit it.
and let it go.
yeah, exactly.
Just like then you could alter everything on
The soundboard.
Yeah. I was talking to Jay. I was telling JJ, I was like, that My Hero Academia thing we did would have been a lot easier with this mixer because I spent like 20 minutes editing just like a 5-second clip of JJ's voice to make it.
sounds similar to this.
And all you got to do is press a button.
Now I can just press a button and it does it. And I was like,
Which one was that? Was that known as the slime monster, the big monster, or all monster?
I think it was the slime one.
Yeah.
Because I actually nailed it. I did better than the freaking dudes in the anime. Like,
My favorite thing.
like mine was better than the anime.
Yeah, my favorite thing to record was this part.
And you said people were complaining about the fact that like you could hear the gurgling over like
Yeah.
over your voice. But I think that in the moment I was thinking about it in a way of like the whole show is basically from Midoriya's point of view. So like it makes more sense to have Midoriya's gurgling and dying over over the villain's voice. Cuz it kind of like I don't know, to me it sounds like he's
I will say this: I want to do more of that, but just not My Hero.
I've actually got a show that I've thought about. And it's a weird one.
Which one? What's the show?
I don't remember.
Tell me the show.
I don't remember because it was an anime, but I don't
New anime? Old anime?
It's a newer one,
Crunchyroll? Funimation?
probably.
Crunchy
Both.
Funimation?
I mean, they're the same company now, so
Yeah, they are the same
So I said,
company.
was it Overlord? No.
no, it wasn't Overlord. Overlord's already kind of just like
Yeah. I know it's the one that's used the most right now anyway. It's probably My Hero Academia.
yeah. I mean, Team 4-Star has a My Hero one.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to.
I prefer their Dragon Ball Z though. Do you hear that? I can feel that.
I didn't know you were that stupid, Vegeta.
Is that me? Is that me strong with me? I'm kill me.
My favorite one is the Vegeta aneurysm thing.
Yeah.
That's like the best clip from that show.
Vegeta.
I didn't know you were that stupid, Vegeta. That's when he has the aneurysm. He's like, oh.
Isn't that the one where he talks about having a lovely bunch of balls or something?
I've got a lovely bunch of
That's on
coconuts.
Namek.
Du-du-du-du. Sometimes I can do that when I'm not trying to. The Vegeta from that.
That's usually the case with certain voices.
When I'm not trying to do that voice, I can do it. We can do the Shield Hero anime.
Yeah.
That one's actually not super crazy with like. The only thing is there's two main characters that are females.
Then you put on the biggest, deepest
don't
voice you
wrong.
can conquer.
Just
Do
to,
that one.
Plenty
that
of
sounded
people,
super demonic because I can hear you outside of the headphones. So I could hear like your normal pitch and the pitched up version. It was not
I
comfy.
know plenty of people that can stand in, but they never have time to do stuff like this.
Well, then we don't know
them.
them. We
Yeah.
don't know them.
What?
If they're not here, we
Where?
don't know them.
Who? Where?
Exactly. They don't exist.
I didn't hear a word of what you said.
They're a figment of our imagination.
Tanner's got ticks now.
I do it all the fucking time.
I do it too. It's not.
I make
exactly-
noises and shit at work now, and people are like, "Do you have Tourette's?" And I'm like, "No, I'm fucking
Not that I
ADD.
know of. No.
Maybe I don't know.
Somebody
I almost got in trouble the other day at work. Actually,
asked me if I was autistic.
you should have just looked at them and said, "Yeah, you got a problem
Maybe
with it?"
I don't know.
Maybe.
Never had it looked at.
No, the other day I was at work and I was sanding something with like 80 grit sandpaper. You know, it's fucking gravel.
I have some somewhere.
Well, you know, my other hand got in the way of the sander, so I hit my hand with the sander with 80 grit sandpaper. And out of nowhere, I just yelled, "Fuck," really, really loud. And the supervisor just happened to be there and was like, "Hey, you all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got Tourette's. Sorry, dude." Didn't even question it. I just kept working, didn't stop. He was just like, "All right, man, you know, okay.
all right.
What do you do for that?" And I was like, "Nothing, man. You just let it go.
It just happened.
It just happens."
I mean, you know somebody that has it. So.
And then for the rest of the day, I didn't scream "fuck" once, and he was very. I think he was almost upset.
It's like that man lied to me.
Did he lie to me so I wouldn't write him up? I really don't know.
The one time I've screamed, it's ridiculous words. I won't even repeat half the words I said, but it was. I was working on something, and it was like this big jacked up truck. It had shifted on my lift.
Was it a little dick Chevy?
maybe.
Little Dick Chevy.
It was a 2500 with like those ridiculous custom wheels on it.
Was it the diesel?
Yeah.
Oh, it was one of those Little Dick Chevys.
I had it up in the air, and I have like the
So at least-
splashless pad in my thing.
6 feet.
And I was like, okay, I got this. And then I dropped the oil, bam, right on my face, hot oil. And then I go to turn around, bam, right in the edge of the lift arm.
I laugh because I've done that before.
And I was like, it was silence for a minute. And then
It's one of those that you just got to sit there and think about screaming or not.
the guy next to me was like, are you okay?
I'm fine. Shut up. Don't look at me.
I was like, I just need a minute.
I mean, I've been there. I know. I've definitely been there.
Because it was just a rough day for me. I had that happen like twice that day. And then the guy's like, the service advisor comes back there and he's like, oh, on this truck, I know it just covered you in oil and all this, but can you rotate the tires? The guy
Fuck no.
the guy added a tire rotation to it. And I was like, I'm not touching those tires. You can have somebody else do it. He's like, okay. Needless to say, that guy hasn't come back.
He'd probably come back if your dad wasn't fired.
Not wrong. I just ate half my mustache. It's just like shredded in my mouth.
That's what she said.
I could tell you was trying to not to laugh at that.
I didn't know how to react to that, so I just
Just laugh. That's funny. Ha 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 ha.
I can't make that stop either. It's just gonna keep going. do. I can also do.
Penis. What?
I mean, I could, I guess, but if I quit my job this next week, I might have to.
Just stand out on the street corner. I'm sure your neighbors will help.
Oh man, I made that joke at work today, and they were like, "What?" I mean, these guys have known me for like a year, and I've not made very many jokes like that. And one of them was just like, "I'm so out of pocket." Like I don't know how to feel about that.
It's when you look at him and say, "You know what else is out of pocket?" Yeah, I've got one of those too.
I was like, $20 is $20.
Yeah, man.
I just walked away. And
$20
he's
is
like,
$20.
He's like, he's not wrong, I guess. I mean, situations. I was like, oh God. I was like, now they're gonna think of me as the $20 is $20 guy at work, and it's just I'm just the guy that'll do anything for money, I guess.
Well, I mean, technically, isn't everyone else?
I guess.
Because you can tell me right now if someone said, suck a dick for $15 million, you're not.
I'd be pulling my hair back.
All right, then.
Give me just a second. Hold on. My giant forehead. Good God.
I'm just glad they can't see my shiny forehead.
Look at the gray right there. It's just a lighting thing. I actually do have a lot of gray right on this side right here. It's
Reed Richards, man.
covered up.
Work for Reed. Just saying.
My hair's
Doctor
just gonna
Strange
fall
has
out.
Doctor Strange kind of has that in the movies too.
They also introduced his third eye.
That looks ridiculous, by the way. I
It
watched.
looks ridiculous, but it's accurate.
I mean, it looks cool in the movie. Like when I was watching it, I was like, "Oh, that's kind of neat." But I could do that with my phone.
I
could give you a third eye that looks exactly like that with my
I
phone.
love Bruce Campbell's
I prefer
appearance.
not.
Okay. I love Bruce Campbell's appearance.
I didn't really care for the after credit scene, if I'm going to be honest.
Talking about the part where he's like, he just sit there punching himself. He's like, it ended.
It stopped.
It's over.
It's over. That was so stupid to me. I was like,
To me, it was so stupid. It was funny.
they could have done a million things. They could have introduced any kind of. They could have. I mean, the end of the movie introduced a new character. Or was that an after credit scene?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a mid-credit
The
scene.
mid-credit scene and the after-credit scene was the Bruce Campbell thing.
It's been out long enough, guys. I don't know what to tell
Well, we
you.
didn't say who it who it did.
I think who that woman is Dormammu's daughter.
It's Doctor
is,
Strange's
yeah.
love interest.
It is Dormammu's daughter.
Dormammu.
And also Charlize
The way you
Theron.
said that, I immediately
Who's African?
I immediately imagined Dora the Explorer with cosmic powers.
Bro, they made...
Dormammu.
Oh! They made...
Swiper, no swiping.
They made an Xbox Series X for Thor Love and Thunder.
That's cool.
But it's Mjolnir.
That's awesome.
Like, it's a full-blown, like, handle, and the Xbox is the hammerhead.
Tanner,
Dang. That's neat.
What's that white piece of shit?
how dare you?
We only play black systems around here.
In your PlayStation 5.
In the PlayStation 5, huh? Oh my god, you go get it. What is it? He said, Mr. Garrison, is that you? No, boys, what are you doing here?
What's Mr. Hand coming back? Mr. Hand's gone!
Hey, Gowan. My tattoo is on full display in this because of the angle of it.
My arm just looks dirty as fuck.
It just looks like
Nah.
yours is so like cluttered. It looks like
I'm
a
the
dirt
only
spot.
one that don't have a tattoo.
You need to change that.
Man, look at those forearm muscles.
It's from turning wrenches, not jerking off.
It's
Oil filters.
this motion. Look at the definition right there. it's literally this all day.
It's oil filters and wrenches.
Yeah, those oil filters get ridiculous, man. You can see the way the muscles were like specifically like.
I got a majority of mine being single for 10 years.
That's different for our muscle.
I mean,
I mean, I kind of have.
you may have definition, but I kind of have girth.
Yeah, you can see even when my hands open, there's muscle definition in my arm.
That's what that's what she said on that one.
Look, I'm fascinated by that. The camera also makes my arms look gigantic, so I'm kind of okay with that. But this is also an audio podcast, so I'm sorry to the audio listeners.
Sorry, listeners, you can't see Steven's muscles.
You can't.
You just can't.
You got to pay for that.
Because he's quitting his job.
I got to do something for money, okay?
Check back after hours. He'll be wearing a Speedo. I never want to see you like that.
What is that? I'm very hairy. Like I don't think anybody wants to see me like that.
I don't know. A lot of women want to see Wolverine.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's Hugh fucking Jackman.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason. His last name, Jackman.
Yeah, he's like,
He's jacked, man. Hugh Jackman.
what is that movie where he's like in a play? Is it not in the museum? Where he's like in a play
He
and he's just randomly just
I don't know.
somebody's like, he's the Wolverine.
I want to say the second Wolverine, not Wolverine, not the museum.
It's like the
Battle
second
of
one,
Smith-
or
Battle of the Smithsonian.
yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I have no idea what scene you guys are talking about.
That's ridiculous.
Wasn't Lancelot the main bad guy, or was it the king, that weird king's brother? No,
That
was three.
that was the first one, wasn't it?
No, the first one was the three old guys.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
second one, I believe, was the Battle of the Smithsonian.
Those movies I have completely put out of my
And then
head.
the last one was the London
The
one.
last one had
It's like
appearance from the London one. They had an appearance from Darth Vader.
What is that Nick Cage series where he's like looking for stuff?
National Treasure.
Yes. It's weird that I can phrase something like that and you're just immediately
I'm a huge movie.
he's
guy.
just looking for stuff.
I get home, my uncle's watching something random. Going off of one scene, I instantly know what it is. I make a game out of it.
Oh man.
I mean, I'll just walk in like Captain Marvel. I'll walk off.
Out of context though, that's gotta be really weird.
And you get used to it. I mean, at the house, it's every day.
No YouTube house for us. Have you seen where like a lot of YouTubers, if they're in groups like Pet Farms, it's the three of us. They'll just like buy a house together and just. I'm like that would be a lot. Tanner's got 2 screaming kids. Your dad would probably get. He'd be like, "Well, I'll just." I'm one of the guys, right? We get so bored very quickly too.
Oh, definitely.
Because we'd be together all the time.
That's probably when we mainly have a lot of stuff to talk about. We don't see it.
Oh, you got sweet little man puss on you.
I still get crappy internet.
I was like, where is that going? What is he talking?
Let me go find his beverage.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I still have crappy internet. Once I get that somehow gets sorted out.
You
You don't got fiber optic in there yet?
You just get that
No.
Starlink in there.
Are you on Tennessee side or Georgia side?
Yes. Right there on the border.
I'm surprised you don't have.
We basically get Tennessee water and Georgia power.
That's weird.
I know.
My mom gets
That's very
power
odd.
from Georgia. She lives way further.
Weird that they split that out.
Yeah, it is kind of stupid. It is.
I mean, I don't know if it's actually like that. It's just that's the way it seems.
No, it is. The power station down there is in Georgia.
That's
Even-
odd. Yeah.
Even though it's Tennessee Valley.
But the on foot, it's probably 5
Volunteer
minutes
electric.
to the Georgia line.
Yeah, I mean, you can almost see it from your your house.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Matter of fact, there's a little groove in the road right there where the border is. So you're like, okay, are we in Georgia yet? No. There yet? No. There yet? No. Awesome.
Yeah, the roads are so bad. It's like
Well, that's the weird part. It's just one spot.
it's like a transition into really bad roads.
You can always tell whenever they just started working on the road because they had that rough when they first started. There's that rough
Yeah, because they have to like
definition. You got to go over it. You hear a weird bumping noise.
they need to sponsor us because this can has been looking at the camera directly for like the whole time.
If we get them as sponsors, then we could be able to get them as sponsors. And that definitely stands out in that video. Look at that.
Honestly, if they sponsored us, that would be the best thing. But we'd have to like up our viewership quite a bit.
Honestly, what kills me, I mean, go anywhere. You can go to McDonald's, you can go to Wendy's, you can go to Little Caesars. Little Caesars always has the most workers.
That is weird.
Like they'll have like,
We're not fucking retarded.
exactly, Tanner.
I can't believe that. That's the third time I've done that.
You know what we're going to do, right? Use that as an audio. It's going to happen. Again,
The
and
bad
again.
part is one of those words is really bad for the internet.
I know.
Like that's I kicked out a guy out of Pet Farms for that. But he also said the N word. So
And not just that. When you tried talking to him, he got all toxic.
yeah,
I tried talking about it, he got all toxic.
I started to talk to him about what was like trying to talk him down from quitting the whole group, and then he just like went nuts.
And then he dragged Mark into it.
Yeah,
That's all I'm going to say about that.
yeah, that's all we'll say about that.
Trust me.
Moving on.
We've said enough.
Moving on, we have a whole podcast episode about that.
Yeah.
We literally sat down and did that.
For about 2-3 hours. I remember.
Yeah, we did a whole episode.
I really had to vent.
Anyway, I wanted to talk about because I'm going to split some of this up, and I wanted to do multiple episodes in this one recording. So I'm going to actually probably in the recording part, I have to hold it down to stop it. It's saving.
I'm actually working
Saving.
on I'm actually working on multiple D&D campaigns.
Huh.
Different universes too. One Space Age 5e called The Fifth Age. Another one is a homebrew alien campaign. Another one is an actual multiversal campaign that spans between multiple universes, kind of like what we do.
Yeah.
Plan on doing.
God, there's like a weird
One of
Inception thing.
Is a crossover session of Legend of Zelda. One person's going to be Dark Link. One person's going to be Breath of the Wild Link. One person's going to be Twilight Princess Link.
Trying to move the Taco Bell logo out. We already got too many things going on.
As long as we use them as they're intended, we won't get in trouble.
I'm already sitting here going, you can tell that's a Little Caesars box. You can tell that's a freaking...
Put it this
The
way.
microphone brand is on display.
The only way we would get in trouble is if I literally took out a pizza slice and started rubbing it on my skin. No, I'm not kidding. I looked into that. Unless someone actually gets butthurt over us showing this and they flag one of our videos, we won't get in trouble.
Well, even then, I've actually went on and I'll scroll through Facebook's live stream category sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, the only reason this woman has 500 views at once is because she's got a top that goes down to here. And you can almost see her nipples out of the thing.
If we do that, we lose viewers.
Yeah. If I pull my shirt up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't
oh, God.
know. According to TikTok, women are more than people with dad bods.
That is weird. Because as soon as I started gaining weight, I was like, sweet. I don't have to worry about getting hit on anymore. Because I throw a hat on, that's instantly, like, you can't tell that I'm balding. And I have been hit on with a hat on recently.
But yeah, a lot of women are into that dad bod now. Because we're
Apparently.
starting to see.
Apparently the hat thing is like makeup for women. I don't
Yeah.
understand the similarity there, but
I think it's funny. You have that cap around the front, you're like a supermodel. Around the back, you look like a douche.
I wear it both ways.
Steven goes both ways.
Yeah. Imagine if I just randomly actually admitted that to you guys and it was just a joke.
Honestly, I'd still hang out with you.
That's like,
Put it this way, I don't have a lot of friends I hang out with like this.
well, I mean, Tanner doesn't hang out with his other friends like this. I mean, he does, but not that often.
No, there's friends and there's bros. We're bros. We don't care to offend each other.
We've been friends like this for what? Not 10 years. It's getting close though.
Yeah, I think we're right there at 8, maybe 9.
God. Yeah, it's probably close to 8 years that we've been friends.
Yeah.
That's a weird way to open up a new episode of the podcast. I just hit the record button. We might as well do another intro. Nobody's watching right now anyway on the live stream.
Welcome to Pet Farms. I'm JJ.
I'm Steven. And Tanner's out of the room right now.
He's
for
out
some
of the
reason.
room looking for a drink.
I don't know why it took him so long. They're all in the fridge. He's probably standing there talking to Heather.
Yeah, he is. I can hear him.
But I know you can't hear that on the recording, but that was a weird conversation.
From here, it sounds naughty.
It did, didn't it? Anyway. Oh, now there's people watching when I say there's nobody watching. What the heck?
We always have to be naughty. That's
Dang
why.
it, guys. Proving me wrong.
All I gotta do is mention my dad wearing a hula skirt and coconut bra, and we'll probably get more viewers.
It sucks, though, because you can only see me. And I look like I've been beat up or something. Look at my hair. I look like somebody's just sat there and just... for 10 minutes.
Are you drinking Alani?
I have like 2 in there.
Those drinks are for women.
Say what you want. They got vitamins in there. I was like, I've seen you drink one.
I love them.
I wonder if our viewers could read lips.
I don't know.
Tell me what I said in Korean.
That is very racist.
I actually know a couple people who know Korean.
We're not sponsored yet.
Yeah, with our whole 2 viewers, we're gonna get a sponsor from Coke.
Hey, anything's possible.
We've had a lot more than that. I did a Minecraft stream one time just randomly right after I started working at my job. It was like this time last year. I did a stream of Minecraft by myself. I was just kind of chilling, doing whatever.
I got a fish.
Dude just raids me out of nowhere. And I was like, what? And it was somebody's like, oh, you got 300 and something people watching you. And I was like, what?
Why?
Where did they come from? Why are they watching me?
It's Minecraft.
And
It's up there with Fortnite for some reason.
they were like, oh, so and so rated you, so now you've got. They're like, now it's 500. I'm like, what? And they donated $150 in that stream.
That's part of the reason I usually booby trap most of my personal builds.
So I was like, we need to play more Minecraft.
Again, I'm still game.
I mean, we can. I actually really want to make like our own world that we can go in and like other people can go into. And I have a computer that I can dedicate to that,
farm server.
Like a pet farm server where people can just go in and play whatever.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think that'd be awesome, and it's only like $12 a month to do that. And I was like, $12 is nothing. I just canceled my Sirius XM, which was like $20 a month. I kind of did that so that I can get PlayStation Plus, but I mean, I don't need PlayStation Plus. I don't have to have that.
I think I do.
You know what I also thought about?
Cherry Coke.
I have my PS4. I wonder what games will transfer over to the PS5.
All of them.
Yeah.
Because my PS4 sucks. Like, it barely boots up anymore. So I was like, if I can get it to boot up and transfer all of my data to my PS5, then I'm done with my PS4. Like, it can sit there and be a brick.
But you really play it anyway.
Yeah. Somebody asked me if I had one because I never play PlayStation games.
I used to jump between all mine, but I have so many games to play. It's hard to. Sometimes I'll ignore World Console for about 2 months.
See, I want this sponsor.
What sponsor?
I would love to have this as a sponsor. Liquid Death. That would be awesome.
You know who owns part of that company, don't you?
I do not.
I'm in love with an emo girl.
What?
Oh. I was like, who?
I'm not even using my headphones.
Can you hear that? I know JJ can't.
This is the time I haven't even been using my headphones.
It was like
all-
music almost. It was like the Jaws theme. If you couldn't hear the microphone going, it would be kind of cool.
It's Mongolian throat music.
Oh. I actually know somebody that can do that. He wanted to. The guy that I was talking about wanted to be part of our D&D group, and if I can get a hold of him, he can still play with our D&D group if we get back to it.
We need more people.
We do need more people to be able to even do D&D because we figured out real fast 3 people is not enough.
Oh, definitely.
I would love to have a bigger space though, which is why I've made the joke about starting a shop with my dad just so I can have like an extra space for
I have a little room in the back.
Yeah, just have like a back room we can.
Welcome to the D&D Auto Shop.
Welcome to Pet Farms. Where you can get your car serviced.
Why does that sound a thing?
Because it would work.
Yeah.
Welcome
Nerd
to
store in the back.
Pet Farms Entertainment, where we service your car and we give you D&D. I don't know how else to phrase that.
We service your car and we service your players.
That sounds dirty though.
That sounds like prostitution, and I think that's illegal.
Yeah,
That's
because
one
we
way
take
to-
donations.
Although that is one way to trick people into coming to visit us.
Oh god.
I ain't wrong.
Where's the whores at? Not that kind of place,
We
bud.
haven't got to that town yet.
I mean, you also tinker with cars. That would work. I don't know how much you like that to make that a career.
I work in an auto body shop.
But I mean, I've definitely thought about it. When you said that earlier, I was like, it's been in my brain for the last 2 weeks. It would be really funny to do pet farms as like it starts out as an auto shop. We just build up a freaking clientele, and then we just like ram down their faces or down their throats that we have a YouTube page and we play video games. We have a podcast.
Listen to me!
It's on Spotify.
It's official! Bum, bum, bum.
I was gonna turn that off. I just want the drum roll.
Did you see the new DeLorean? This is completely
It
fucking
looks
random.
really cool.
It looks fucking sick!
I was
But I
standing.
cannot afford a $150,000 car!
I was standing in the shop the other day, and I was like, "Have you guys seen this new DeLorean?" And they're like, "New DeLorean."
New DeLorean?
Because they're all old people. So they're like, "What?"
That
And I'm
car's
like-
from a movie!
I'm like, "It's fully electric, and it's cool. It's like futuristic. It looks really cool." And I was
fucking
showing them
sexy.
pictures. I was showing them pictures, and they're like, "That is way nicer than a Tesla."
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. It's also double the price as a Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla. I mean, you can get a Tesla for like $30,000.
The new DeLorean starts out at 85.
I mean, the Tesla. What is it? The S?
Tesla
It's like 80.
3.
Is it
3. Tesla Model 3.
the S?
I
Is the
think.
cheap one, I think.
Tesla Model S is the basic bitch one.
Yeah, that's the
Because all
that's
the-
like
there's-
rounded off one a little bit.
Because there's 3 different models. There's the S,
It looks
3,
like he farted
the
in
X,
it and
the
it
Y.
expanded.
I'm pretty sure Elon Musk did that on purpose.
He did. He definitely did.
I mean, you can't tell me
I've
he
seen
didn't.
I've seen videos
smells
where
like
he's like,
Twitter.
yeah.
I mean, you can't tell me he didn't.
I mean,
I'm going to name my car the S and the X and the E and the Y.
Apparently-
When people look at them, it's sexy.
apparently he fought with Ford over the E.
Yeah, because they have the Econoline,
Yeah, because they have the Mach E and all that too.
the Mach-E,
Yeah.
I mean, Ford has way more than the Mach-E. They have the whole E series.
Yeah, they fought with him over it, but I guess they thought his joke was funnier than fighting over it in court, so they were just like, whatever.
Hey, you're a funny guy.
You're the funniest rich man I've ever met.
All right,
Now go to Mars.
this ain't working. It's getting on my nerves anyway.
JJ's removed his headphones.
JJ has exited the chat.
No more of this for you.
And I couldn't hear it anyway. So every time you used a voice changer, I didn't hear a single thing.
That sucks.
Yeah.
We need a better third set of headphones.
I mean, I do at the house, but
I have a pair somewhere. I just don't know where they are.
I just know that one was making.
I mean, if we all stop and look right there.
There's a set. I don't know how good those are. Those are broke. They have duct tape on them.
Could be all right. He's got short hair.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Oh, dude, I got an idea. What the fuck is that?
Did he plug them? He didn't plug them in all the way?
JJ, you either
That way?
spin on it and stick it in or stick it in all the way. You don't half-ass it.
Put some hair on it.
I can actually hear it now.
Oh, you're good now.
Can you hear this, JJ?
What?
How do you not?
I don't know.
Why is it your headphones
Is it turned
specifically?
down?
No, his is all the way up. Maybe it's this one.
I'm in one.
Is it that one? No, seriously, I'm in one. Oh. How's it sound? No, it's quiet. Hello? Can you hear me now, JJ? I can, hello?
Not the voice changer.
What? Why is it doing that?
I have a
Click
tiny
on one of the
penis.
other ones.
Is it this one? That's yours? No, that's mine. Is that one?
Marco, that's me.
Wait,
That's
Hello.
me.
is it this one?
Ah.
I just know I was one.
Is it?
You know,
What about the slider that's all the way down?
That's I don't know what this one is.
I'm scared.
hello.
This is 4. It should be this one.
Click Click on one of the voice changers.
What does this one say?
3.
Oh, okay. That should be the one. Let's show you here. I'm trying to... I haven't used this thing very much, so I'm like... This is the first time we've actually used it on a podcast.
I was gonna say this is the first time it's been plugged up.
No, I had to set it up. It took like 20 minutes to get it to connect to Wi-Fi.
This is 2.
Try one of the other voice changers.
JJ is plugged in on Uno. And I'm on 3.
I like how you enunciated because you heard your voice.
I know I stopped and I was like, what the fuck? That voice changer threw me off.
I put this way, I can hear you guys' regular voice.
Loud as fuck.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
That's the only Venom reference I can make.
A turd in the wind.
Oh, God.
It's a red one.
He's got knives. Friends.
You were supposed to destroy
Oh, well,
us, it's
okay.
not join it.
We'll get him next time. I know you. I know you like that one.
Yeah, we've been trying to think of his
Tanner's the
name.
Call of Duty guy. Yeah.
We're trying to think of that guy's name.
Price.
Price.
Okay.
I thought of it just then. I was like, that's what it is.
That was a good one.
Is that a kaiju?
Oh no.
I just made him Australian for some reason.
Sure do love me in Australian now.
I was just trying to fill the silence. Oh, God. Rim shot. That didn't play. That didn't play again. Why is it muted? There we go.
Hear it.
What the heck?
I can hear the actual sound effects. I just can't hear the voice change.
You can hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Why can't you hear the freaking voice changer?
I have no
That makes
idea.
no sense at all.
I hear everybody's regular voice, just not the voice changer.
That's weird. You know what's really cool about this thing, though? It has a Bluetooth connectivity. And we haven't talked about this mixer that much on the podcast, so I'm actually going to put it out there. This is the Rode Procaster 2. So it's the upgraded one. It's brand new.
Number 2.
These things released Tuesday, and I got one yesterday. Today is Thursday. Today's the 1st of July for anybody that I'm dating the podcast because it'll come out in probably 2 weeks, or this episode specifically.
July. That means we're all back to being straight because Pride Month's over.
So you're only gay.
Only
Pride
gay
Month.
during Pride Month, man.
I don't even know what to say to that.
That was
We
an
could just-
ongoing joke at our work, man. We'd say something and it'd be something so stupid. We'd be like, "You got 15 more days till you got to take it back."
We can just move on from that.
All right.
Oh, hold on.
Alright. Alright.
JJ can't hear that for some reason.
No.
I don't understand that. It makes no sense. Oh, God. Anyway.
Ow. What the?
Did you hear that?
I did. I heard it.
Is it just this page that you can't hear? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh.
I'm going to have to play around with the settings and see if I accidentally got rid of something. But
After.
yeah, I'll do that after. I'm just messing around with stuff. Because apparently I can individually control things. So I can give Tanner an echo if I wanted to.
I heard that. Now I hear it.
Why do you hear that now? That's so
I
weird.
don't know.
Oh, God. That's the only voice I can do. Well, according to JJ's dad, I do an okay Joker. But I have to be in the mode to do
That, and then there's
What's the other one I did that he thought was funny?
no.
Yeah, that was it. I saw a bird. I can't even do it when I'm trying.
That's usually how it goes.
I have to hear it, I think, is what it is.
No. See, I can't do it either.
And the Vegeta, I can do Vegeta from Team 4 Star 2, but I can't do it if I'm trying to do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Goku is too high pitched for me.
And there's certain characters I can do on the fly.
Muffin button.
I'm gonna punch you in the schnoz. I remember that.
He keeps kicking me in the dick. Oh, God.
Vegeta.
Ghost Snapper. That's like one of my favorite things. Ghost Snapper is hilarious. And it's one of those things that they did that was original to them. That was really good addition to the show.
Oh, definitely.
And I want to be able to do stuff like that.
Fart?
I'm going to have to add a fart button.
We'll have us randomly go,
Not another fish.
That's me.
That was Tanner.
That's me.
Why the fuck is this sheep naked?
That's awesome.
That one makes me laugh every time. I don't know why.
I just randomly walked back into the village and there was a naked ass sheep. I was very upset and concerned.
And I love the fact that if you continue watching, I'm like, Michael did it. Or something like that. What was it? I'm still connected through Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, I think. Or I can do that. So you can hear it. Oh, that's another thing that you can do on this. I'm showing it to the screen like it's not an audio podcast. The Rodecaster Pro has a Bluetooth connectivity, so you can connect to it on your phone, but I can't get it to do it. It did it earlier, but it won't do it now. You can ask JJ. He was listening to TikToks with me.
yeah.
No.
We need to get more of this microphone. This one sounds so clean.
It's very crisp. I think it's the foam sock around it.
I don't know that that's it. It sounds exactly the same to me.
It does.
It's just
foam
a
sock
little
just
more
makes it-
muffled. I can get another one of those things. That's like $5. I don't like that stand though.
Yeah, it ain't that long.
The boom arm is nice.
Hey, Boma.
There's another line from Team 4 Star that made me think. I want to look it up on here, but I'm like, it's not gonna play loud enough.
You know what's still the funniest thing that I think of about Dragon Ball? There's an entire episode where Goku slaps Bulma's vagina.
I mean, it's not a main thing in the episode. What is Batman and Superman Battle of the Super Sons? It's animated, whatever it is.
Probably Batman and Superman going, "Do you bleed? You will." No, I don't. I'm Kryptonian. I have a mustache. I'm Kryptonian.
I love this one.
Man, big, fetch my laptop. We're gonna fire us a submarine. All right, but you're not allowed to name it after your junk. Stop buying it. I'm naming it.
We both knew this thing would come, Uma.
I have long since made peace with this. I'm just glad we're still alive. All thanks to my submarine, the USS Medic. Speaking of which, oh no, I've been meaning to ask. Knew it, I friggin' knew it. How does it feel riding my dick? 17 years. 17 years.
17 years.
He said, "How's it feel riding my dick?" If you have to ask that, it's probably not very good.
This is the most crisp noise. Right here. Hold on. Let's aim it down here. What? That's some straight up mountain water from the Alps.
Swiss Alps.
It's the best water you'll ever drink, JJ. They have a really
Way better
cool
than
ad.
fucking Great Value.
They have a really cool ad campaign.
Which one's their ad campaign?
That's mine. Don't worry about it.
I was like, what the heck? The murder your thirst and stuff. Have you seen some of their commercials?
They are pretty funny.
Like, they look like metal. Like
Every time I
album
take one of
covers.
those to work, everybody's like, "Are you drinking a beer?"
Yeah, it looks like a Corona can.
I always get told Modelo.
And Modelo, yeah.
Modelo time!
Oh!
Right in the bum hole.
Actually, it was my back.
Close enough.
Did it pop or just spaz them out?
No, it didn't do either, I guess. It was not comfortable. At least I get 3 days off of work.
You got a week.
You get 3?
Yeah,
For
because
what?
I don't have to work tomorrow. So I get...
What's tomorrow?
Let's see. I got
Monday
Friday.
is July 4th.
Oh, shit. I'm already off on July 4th, but I get 4 days off.
I don't come back this Monday, but I come back next Monday. So I got a whole week off.
Huh. Ow. Good God.
I wouldn't know what to do with a week off.
I would
I'd go fucking insane.
play some Minecraft and get us some more viewers.
I'm saying, well, I can figure something out.
I really wish you had better internet, JJ, because if I had days off and you were not doing anything, we could just play Minecraft.
Oh, I know.
That's true.
You just seen what happens when you leave me alone for an hour.
I just play my version of Minecraft and we just get back to you every now and then. Because with Tanner gets bored.
I like to blow shit up. Not bad.
What I think is funny is every person's reaction when they first were in creative mode and they hear me.
Well, it's because me and Tanner will be like doing something, and then we'll just look up, and there's a monument built above us.
Every time.
I mean, out of random, you'll hear.
That's all you hear.
Because the last time we did like a creative mode thing, we were building like a mine track inside of a mountain, and we were like blowing stuff up, and you could just hear JJ in the background just. And he's like, built something for Esmeralda. I don't even remember what it was.
It was a big building.
I remember you said, "What the heck are you building?" I said, "Tanner, look up." He looked up, and there it was.
I was like, we're standing in the shadow of whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it was like huge.
It was a monstrosity.
Just think that was
hold
one.
on.
Just think that was.
There you go. It was a monstrosity.
Just think that was 1 hour. Imagine what I could do with.
Now we're just the announcer, or the dude that talks over the episodes of the Korra series.
Narrator.
God, why couldn't I think of the narrator? Couldn't think of that word for a second.
On today's episode of Pet Farms.
What? I'm trying to think of something to say there, but I can't. I'm not witty enough for that. Oh God. Anyway,
What the fuck?
we didn't even think about what we were going to talk about this episode. We just went for it.
Yeah.
Somebody give us a
JJ, that's your job. I say that, and I literally, we had this conversation last week.
I'll start talking about something. We'll get derailed somehow into something else.
I don't know how that happens. We'll go from talking about like Marvel stuff to all of a sudden we're talking about our
Legos.
dryer sheets or something.
Legos.
Legos.
Lego my ego.
Which brings us back into Stranger Things.
The subtitles are on point today, though.
Are they doing pretty good?
They're
What
not
if I
doing
say
too bad.
fuck? Does it spell it out really, really good?
No, it's just a bunch of asterisks.
So if I said F-U-C-K, would it do it then?
I don't know. It's taking it a second. Hold on. Yep, it did.
Ah, loophole.
Loophole. That's like we I let YouTube do a lot of the subtitles when we were doing videos back in the day, and one of them was like the most off the wall thing, and I don't even remember what it was, but I think I screenshotted it and put it on something because it was like really, it was like the hipster was eaten by something and blah blah blah, and I was like, what were we talking about? Because it was me and JJ and Mark. We were talking about something, and I was like,
That was back in our house baking days.
yeah, that was back when there was 2 chairs and like a couch chair.
I wonder what happened to that belt buckle.
I don't know. You had it.
I've moved since then.
I deleted that. All of those videos are gone now
Understandable.
because I'm petty
So you guys miss out.
You put the petty in pet farms.
in my last name.
Too bad your first name's not Richard.
Anyway, that sounds weird. I wonder if that. Stare into my eyes. You were just like looking straight at me. It was
It's the most uncomfortable thing. And it's pitched up, too. It's weird.
It sounds like a guitar string.
somebody should not have let me have this.
This is what happens when you're an adult and have adult money.
This is a lot of money I'm sitting here playing around with. I've got a water next to it. On this table, there's quite a bit of money laying here.
We don't need to talk about it. There's like a $6 pizza,
Yeah.
$1,500 phone.
Is your phone laying there?
Yeah.
Another one.
So there's $3,200. There's
$1,200 computer.
There's over
$800 mixer.
$3,000 in phones.
There's like $4,000 on this table.
I've got my watch.
Good God.
We need a bigger table because this thing's not secure enough for
It's
this much.
not. It's not for me to have a water on the table.
Yeah, next to all this electronics.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It was like $780.
Ain't this a coaster?
Oh yeah!
Oh, it's Donkey Kong.
Mario's first appearance.
Wait, you said that's Donkey Kong. So what's quick? Someone do that. What's his name? Seth Rogen laugh.
Do I fucking look like Seth Rogen?
Little.
No.
I'm just saying, you look just like him.
That was my answer
I
to
think it's
that.
something like.
That's close enough. I think that's the closest we're going to get.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not.
Because I'm not doing it. JJ's the only one brave enough.
Yeah.
You haven't been around my
Go
family.
Coheed and Cambria?
I was thinking Classico.
Same thing.
Tenacious D. Because that's a different tune. That is like one of my favorite songs. I just really like
March
that.
15th, 2024. Godzilla vs. Kong 2.
How's that gonna work?
Don't fucking know, don't fucking care. It's just gonna be fucking epic with fucking monsters.
Oh, definitely. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, how the heck's that work?
I don't know.
The comedic timing there. Beep after all of the cursing.
Are they gonna? Are they gonna introduce another Mecha Godzilla or something? Or
I've never seen the other one. So
Well, there's apparently like a whole nother series in the MonsterVerse that's planning on coming out, so I don't know what their plan is.
as long as they don't go the same route as Netflix.
Fuck Netflix's adaptation of Godzilla.
there's a couple of them.
Bleach, One Piece. No,
Apparently,
not One Piece.
Disney is gonna try and start a Dragon Ball Z franchise.
They better do justice. They better.
Well,
treat-
see, that's
no,
the scary
they
thing
better-
because they've already said that it would have more money than the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And just to put that into perspective, you got to think Robert Downey Jr. got paid like $18 million just for one film.
I'm just saying. If they do,
Something that bothers me about it though is those are Asian characters. Are they gonna cast Asian people?
they're also talking about a live action My Hero Academia and casting The Rock as All Might.
That's fine with me. I don't care. Even though that is
Although I can
definitely in
see it.
Japan.
Although I can see it.
They can kind of schmooze that over, though, with the fact that All Might did kind of study abroad.
Yeah.
So he was in America for a while. To be honest, though, The Rock is like the only person I could see actually playing All Might pretty well.
Definitely. I mean, he has the build for it.
It's weird to think about, but Netflix has a really bad issue with anime adaptations, though. So I'm kind of worried about Disney.
You got to think they did manage to start turning around Star Wars.
Yeah.
They might handle.
The only thing is they need to approach it the same way they've approached like
Iron Man.
Well, I was just thinking like the shows.
Yes.
Like the Star Wars shows.
Definitely.
I think that's how it should be. It should be a TV show.
And not just that, just stick to the source material. That's where they really fell. Stick to the source material.
Don't make Goku 17 in the original Dragon Ball. That's a good start.
Yeah.
And let me completely forget about like a million main characters.
Yeah.
You know, Tien, Yamcha is in there.
Where was Krillin?
Krillin wasn't in there at all. Krillin is his best friend.
Exactly.
Krillin is the strongest human on Earth.
I mean, he was there in the show where
Krillin is literally the reason that Goku decides to fight Piccolo.
Yeah. Really, the best thing that came out of that god awful Dragon Ball Z movie was their version of Piccolo.
See, the
I
problem...
didn't hate that version of Piccolo.
It was fine.
Everyone else sucked. He was perfect.
But the storyline was so stupid.
Exactly.
And the fact that they used a Kamehameha wave, the only time Goku really uses it before he fights Piccolo, is to heal Master Roshi.
It don't work that way. I mean, there's a ki blast that kind of works that way.
One of the first times you see the actual Kamehameha wave used in Dragon Ball, Master Roshi uses it to blow the moon up.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the first times you see it. And then you got Goku, like,
Hey, don't die. I'm gonna heal you. Shut
like,
the fuck up, bitch.
like Goku from the Dragon Ball anime would just boop.
See, that's why I got kind of upset when they said the whole new Avatar: The Last Airbender show on Netflix.
Well, it's made by the original creators, so I have to give it a little bit.
Yes, I will say it, but I refuse to watch it
I'm going to.
as of right now. I'll wait till someone says it's actually pretty good. They went, this is nothing compared to the other one. I'll wait till you say something like that before I start, look more into it. But other than
Yeah,
that,
I'm actually okay with it.
Netflix burnt me.
Their
so
casting
bad,
and
I'm
stuff
waiting.
looks great.
Yeah.
If I'm completely positive, the guy that they made Fire Lord Ozai, I think, is actually like a pretty well established actor. I think it's Ozai. Because they actually cast most of the characters pretty age accurate. So like most of the people are like not very well known younger actors. But I mean, Miss Marvel's doing okay.
The main one I care about is Uncle. He made that show.
Uncle Iroh is actually, it looks like a pretty accurate casting too.
I mean, does he look like the guy from Three Ninjas or Mr. Miyagi?
Sort of.
I'm going to have to wait and see it. I mean, nothing against all these
live
actors they use in all these
action
movies,
cast.
but read the script and look at the source material before you accept the title. Or set
Cast,
it up.
trailer, and release date. There's a release date already?
For what?
Live action Avatar.
My bad.
So
My
there's
bad.
Aang right there.
I can see that.
Let me see him.
It's not horrible.
Isn't that Miss Marvel?
That's Katara. No.
No, I mean, the actress looks almost identical to that actress who played Miss Marvel.
Nah. And then you got Sokka, which, I mean,
I could see it.
dude just kind of looks like a generic guy. Zuko. That's He's kind of got that thing.
We'll see.
That personality.
Zuko.
Fire Lord Ozai is exactly the guy I was thinking it was.
Daniel Day Kim.
Yeah, he was in.
I can see him.
Moana.
He played Johnny Gat.
I only remember him from Hawaii Five-O because I actually watched that.
Okay, I can see that.
No,
They
Raya.
have to give him a fuller
Raya.
beard, but yeah, I can see it.
Raya. That was the movie he was in. He played the dad.
Commander
Not
Zhao. Which that
Ciao.
I can see it.
That one's okay. That's a character that
I
doesn't.
can forgive certain roles.
Monk Gyatso.
I can see it.
That one's
I
pretty
can forgive
accurate.
certain roles, but other roles need to be spot on. Definitely see it.
Azula.
Eh,
And
She is.
Avatar Kyoshi.
I can see it.
And then you got Gran, which kind of just looks like an old lady.
That works.
That looks like my great grandma. That's what that looks like. But I mean, they have a pretty solid cast.
I'll wait till someone else watches it before I get brave enough to trust Netflix again.
Netflix is kind of hit and miss with a lot of stuff nowadays. Like when they first
The
started
best
doing
movie
stuff like that, it was fine.
To me personally, the best movie I ever watched was Ridiculous 6.
That movie's actually really funny.
Definitely.
Uh,
What cracks me up is the heavyset guy who just grunts throughout the entire thing. He was the heavyset guy from Lost.
weird.
Yeah. And he replaced
I'm actually more into people that are on TikTok now. Have you seen the Beehaw guy?
no.
Which one's that?
Hold on.
I was gonna say I
Let
know
me
you sent
make
me a
sure.
video of it.
Let me make sure that I'm not having all these crazy sounds on here.
Someone fan casted Jason Momoa as Kratos.
No,
I actually don't mind that.
Personality wise, he's perfect.
no, he's Hawaiian.
Why is there no sound on my TikTok?
All they have to do is put white paint on him.
What the heck?
It's either
TikTok.
it's either him or Batista.
I restarted my phone,
Or
dude. Why
Goldberg.
is there no sound?
No, no, and no.
You haven't seen
No.
Goldberg, have you?
Would it say? Hey there,
Okay.
If you put a cowboy hat on a bee, would it say bee hall? Good question. Let's go find a bee and ask him.
I don't know where that came from, but
I
you
know
put
that
a
guy.
cowboy hat on a bee when
'Cause
it
he's
said
always like-
Beehaw. That cracked me up so hard the first time I saw that. I was like, that's awesome. He's got a couple of them like that.
Because it's like kids ask the dumbest questions
Yeah.
or something.
Because he's a teacher.
Yeah. It's always funny because like he'll be super presentable, and then the next one he's
Yeah, he's got a shirt up and he's digging in his belly button.
That's how they all
something
are.
like
Like,
super dark. It's like
the kids say the scariest things.
it's like, oh, there's a ghost standing right behind you. What? It was a kid that really liked eating crayons. What?
Still coking there.
It's like, did he just choke? Yes, I did.
It's like there's these guys I randomly came across
Look up
with
this
on
Beehaw guy.
TikTok where they start off with every kiss begins with oh.
Oh,
You just tried to do.
hold on.
What?
Where did he get? Oh, his name is. This one.
Does anybody have any trash I need to come pick up? Anybody?
I mean, this is his normal videos.
What? Can't spell funeral without fun.
So stupid.
Oh my god.
I itchy farted and now it's hot. That's nasty.
That's nasty.
Oh my god.
Fifth time this week, why are you up? You're kinda ugly, but it's okay.
I love the ones where he's like the kids talking about his tattoos, and they're like, "My mom says the tattoos are for what is it?
Bitches.
Criminals." I think is what it says.
Criminals.
Tattoos are for criminals. He's like, "No, I've never committed a crime in my life." He's like, "You're a sinner because of your tattoo." What?
I love those people. Those people always crack me up.
Cracks me up.
Or the people that say, You're going to hell because you have tattoos."
When I first started at the dealership, I was like, "You don't have a problem with my tattoos, do you? Like, it's not a big deal." Or my tattoo. Because I plan on getting more. I just haven't had the time. Because I've been working at this dealership for 6 days a week almost for a year. But I was like, you don't care about that, right? And the guy's like, "No, not in the back." I was like, "What? What do you mean not in the back?" He's like, "Not in the shop. I don't care about them in the shop." He's like, You're not going to be up here." And he pointed at like where the service advisors are. I was like, What do you mean? He's like, "Tattoos aren't very presentable to the customers." I was like, "What?"
Pretty sure the customers don't care.
I'd rather be with the person with tattoos than...
One of our guys that works in the service advisor section now has like sleeves of tattoos. He's like, I think he has a face tattoo.
Honestly, I would trust a man with my car with a face tattoo than I would a polo shirt.
Well, he does both, so.
No, I mean, I'm talking about straight up Sunday school teacher.
He wears Under Armour shirts with collars.
That's different.
Ooh, he's fancy.
Under Armour's different. I'm going straight up polo shirt.
It's a straight up, like, it's a collared Under Armour shirt is all it is. And I'm like, "Did you buy that? Like 2 sizes too small? Did you go to the kids section for these shirts?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You can't, your clothes aren't breathable, bud." I was like, "You're going to hurt yourself. It's too hot out here for you." He's like, "Well, that's rude." I was like, "Well, you're going to sweat your hair gel out too, so you better get back in there."
Oh, he's one of those people.
Yeah, he's got like layers of hair gel on top of his head. I think it's funny though. That out of all of the guys, he's the one that sells the most stuff. Face tattoos, super tight shirt. It's because he can talk. He can talk anybody into anything.
Mm-hmm. It does not matter how you look. Look at Tommy Boy. I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen the movie. I mean, my dad was telling me today, before they fired him, that that one of the guys in the service section makes like so much in a week or a month or whatever. And he's like, the other guy, the guy with the tattoos and stuff, he's like, he makes almost triple what the other guy makes for the whole shop. He's like, "That's insane." And I was like, "Well, I mean, he's pretty good at talking to people, I guess. So that makes sense to me, you know?" But I don't know. I couldn't do that. I couldn't talk somebody into something I didn't think that they needed for their car. I'm sure you probably could, but
It's easy. It's easy, man.
you just make it sound like you know what you're talking about, and it's fine.
It's easy.
I do it all the time.
You got to use big, fancy, technical words. Use big, fancy, technical words. Tell them something bad will happen if they don't do it. Then you throw out the top of the line price.
For example, don't.
And then you hit them with the mid range.
I'm just imagining somebody up there like your tubulator flange is like going bad and like
Yeah, your flux capacitor relay is about to go out in the next 2,200 miles. If you don't get it fixed, it'll be about a $1,200 fix, or you can go ahead and service it now for $600. What would you rather do?
See, that's ridiculous. I couldn't do that.
How about slap someone at work?
I'll be like, you haven't serviced your freaking transmission in so long. You need it.
Guess what? It's actually safer after 150,000 miles not to service your transmission, because if you do, you can cause internal damage.
Dear God.
I hate when
man.
people make obvious mistakes.
We don't care about that. It's
Yeah.
not our problem.
I hate when people make obvious mistakes. Just give me the money. Like the guy at work almost slapped.
Not my car.
The guy at work almost slapped. He poured oil on his engine.
What? That's how you start a fire.
You sound like a motherfucking idiot.
I got in this car today, and one of the service advisors brought me the paper, and he's like, "This car's awesome. It sounds so good." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "A Camaro? Like they all sound the same."
Especially if they're V6s.
And I walk out there. It's a 6.2 liter V8 Camaro.
Is it the 1LE or whatever?
It's supercharged. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
supercharged.
that's the fun one.
And I was like, okay, it's a pretty decent Camaro. That's a beefy one. And I'm like, okay, so he's bragging about what it sounds like. What does it sound like? And I get in it, and
You can't even sit in the bitch, can you?
it's a convertible, and I'm looking over the
windshield.
I was like, I'm gonna poke my eye out with the corner of the windshield, but I started up, and it's like whoa, 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 whoa. And I was like, I guess I can't say nothing about the way it sounds. Like it sounds pretty good. Then I start moving, and it quietens down quite a bit, and I'm like,
The cam, man.
It's just for show. It's just for show.
No, it might have a small cam in it, but other than that, it ain't nothing.
It wasn't much. You couldn't hear it when it was.
I was gonna say, I
idling.
love the potato cars. You know, the ones that when they start, they just sit there and go potato, 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 potato.
My dad's Bel Air does.
I know, I love it. I need to see your dad's Bel Air again.
I can take you to his house.
Let's go right now. It's a little sudden.
The kids are probably in bed.
Fuck it, we'll go anyways.
Anyway, that Camaro, I got to pull it out after I'm done with the oil change. And I was like, screw this. I've never driven a V8 Camaro. Screw this. I'm like, there's a camera right there watching me do this, but I don't care. I don't care if she fires me. My dad quit today. Like, I'm probably going somewhere else. And I just like sideways around the back of the building, and I get to the side where people can see me, and I'm like, oh, I better stop.
Nope.
No, I stop, and I'm like, okay, there's a weird smell. What am I smelling? And I was like, I guess I better gouge on it a little bit and see if it's this car. So whoa! I did like a mini burnout.
Was it the tires?
I was like, oh no,
It was the tires. You smelled the tires.
No, I didn't. It wasn't the car I was driving. It was this truck sitting around the corner.
That's always the worst, especially when it's like an oil leak and you just did an oil change on it. And
I was
you're
like,
is that me? Why am I smelling that?
I was like, it smells like burnt oil. Why am I smelling burnt oil? Did I spill oil on the freaking intake? Like, am I causing a fire? What's happening? And I go around the corner.
Explosion!
I go around the corner and I park it and I go inside and I'm like, is that this? I was like, that wasn't the car that I was driving, right? Because I definitely accidentally did a burnout. They're like, accidentally? I was like, it was a supercharged Camaro, okay? And one of the guys was like,
Paul, it's a supercharged Camaro!
and one of the guys, he was like, if you decide to quit, we get like the C10s and stuff in here all the time. He's like, the best way to freaking quit would be to take one out. And I was like, I mean, and like the Stingrays and stuff. He's like, you really need to take one of the new Stingrays out and just burn it down the highway. I was like, I'm tempted.
Maybe.
Just go down like the main strip in Athens. Just like this.
Target top down, double birds
Oh
up.
god. Pull out the T-top. Oh man. Just burn out down the freaking long driveway of the freaking dealership.
That would be amazing.
One of the guys in the shop actually has a pretty beefy Camaro. It's a V8, and he got in trouble like 2 weeks ago because he was like, I was in a hurry, okay. he comes out of this. We have like that side entrance where Bojangles is, and he came out of it, and he was like, I tried to get out into traffic, so I just gunned it. He's like, and he gunned it, and it just melted the tires. He could not get traction coming around that corner. He's like, I tried. There was a burnout mark all the way up the hill. I was like, that's like a quarter of a mile. He's like, I know, it was awesome.
That was awesome. I'm not gonna tell them that though.
He's like, the sales guys were not happy.
Fuck the sales guys.
Because the sales department is right up. You can see part of it from the Bojangles.
Yeah.
There's like a little glass room, and that's like part of the sales department. And he was like, they were all standing in there just staring at me.
I wonder why.
One of the sales guys came running in that day that we were talking about that, and he's like, that man's gonna hurt somebody. We were like, I mean, he wasn't on company property. So.
Can't do anything about it if he ain't.
They're like,
on
well,
the
that
property.
doesn't make us look professional. And I'm like, what about he's not wearing his uniform because he doesn't wear the uniform top. I was like, he's not wearing his uniform. He's coming out the side entrance. You don't know if he's a customer or not. I was like, that could have been any random customer. We have a bunch of V8 Camaros coming in and out of there.
This is true.
And he's like, well, I mean, he was telling my dad, he's like, you need to get him under control. My dad's like, I'm not.
I hate people like
He's
that.
like, don't do it on company property.
I can imagine your dad sitting there going, yeah, I didn't do it 3 weeks ago either, but don't do it.
Well, I mean, they've done it in the shop.
So stupid. Hey, don't do this, but
My dad has done that like multiple times. There are marks that are still there from like when they were bored playing around in the wintertime.
that's awesome.
Because I'm supposed to mop, but I don't. And that might be part of the reason that they've tried to fire me multiple times. But, well, not really fire me. They've got on to me multiple times about not cleaning, but I don't care. I'm not mopping a shop that's just going to get dirty in 5 minutes. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Anyway, I have a text message.
It says, me. Please be careful on that, my toddler. Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass.
My dad just texted me, and he's like, a shop in Cleveland just offered me a pretty good offer.
What
And I was
shop?
like, okay.
What shop?
I don't know. He didn't say.
I need to know, Dad.
I need to know. I mean, he lives in Athens, so that's a pretty good drive. But I'm doing that every day, so I don't know.
Maybe you guys will see each other each day.
Just
Wave.
pass by each other.
Hey, Dad.
Could be one of those things where you're driving by like, hey.
I do that sometimes if I drive the back way up there. I'll pass Heather's dad. And then I'll get a call from Heather on the way home, and she's like, my dad said you didn't wave at him.
Well, that's because all the times he never waves at me.
And I'm like, well, I'm sitting here staring at the road because that's what I'm supposed to do. How am I supposed to
Not
see your
looking
dad?
at the other drivers.
I was like, how am I supposed to see your dad just going right past
Dad
me?
just drive fast as fuck, man. That's like that day I saw him driving the dump truck. He's sitting there.
It's ridiculous. He gets in trouble all the time for driving like 70 down Dry Valley. And I'm like, that's a 45. And he's never been ticketed for that. I was like, you know, they can take your license for that. That's reckless driving.
My dad's the same way.
I mean, Heather almost got a ticket like that.
I used to work in
In
Dalton.
the Spark, of all things.
The Spark, what you do? Run on it on 80?
We were almost in Knoxville, and we were going 86 in the Spark on the interstate.
That's like max speed for that thing.
And a state trooper stopped us.
Oh no, it's the state trooper.
And I'm talking. Have you seen Super Troopers? he looks like the guy with the mustache.
The fat guy?
Jay Chandrasekhar,
The
Indian guy.
yeah,
Jay Chandrasekhar.
that guy.
That's his name, Jay Chandrasekhar.
He looks
Don't ask me
just
why I
like
know
that
that
dude.
name.
Which, I mean, Charlie also kind of looks like that guy too. Not gonna lie, but
He also wrote and directed the.
I know Charlie's not.
He also wrote and directed Johnny Knoxville, Dukes of Hazzard. That's why he was in it.
That Dukes of Hazzard was not great though.
They made.
My dick's gone limp.
I could do that too. That's what he did.
Let's see, he also did that movie Club Dread.
That's across from the Boys and Girls Club.
Huh?
My dad said a shop across from the Boys and Girls Club. There is a shop there, but I didn't even know they were still in business.
Is it the transmission shop?
Maybe. I don't know. That's literally live right there. I got an offer today from Smith Automotive, of all places, which is over there off it's across from the Ford dealership. Like right down the road. It's like a little shop in behind where that little gas station is next to the trailer park. But I applied to that, and immediately, like maybe a couple hours later, they called my dad. And I was like, what? They called you? How, what? He's like, I used to work there, remember? I was like, oh, yeah, when I had the Honda.
Many moons ago.
That's a long time ago.
Many moons ago.
And he's like, the owner called me, and he was asking about you. And he was like, and he offered me a job. I was like, what? Yeah, see, that third eye looks weird.
It makes no fucking sense to me why he's got a third eye now. Because now that's something they got to fucking edit in every fucking time he's on screen.
Hopefully they do better with it next time.
Yeah.
That's a weird layering issue. But he was like, my dad was like, they called and, you know, he talked to him and he was like, they basically want me and you to run the Hickson store. I was like, what? Like, I'm an oil changer. Like, I don't know much about cars.
Fuck it, we're running this bitch.
And then I was like, halfway through the day, I was like, we should just start our own shop. And I was like, we could do that. I know enough people. I was like, I know a lot of car people. And I know
enough not to screw a car up.
I know enough decent mechanics.
Yeah, look,
And I could pay better than
it's not the fact that I don't know what to do. I know what not to do.
I could pay myself better than most companies would pay me. So I don't know what you make, but I'm sure it would be more than that.
Definitely.
I mean, right now I'm making a lot for an oil change.
Just first paycheck, first suggestion. How much would you think I get paid?
You've been there for a while.
No, how much you think I get paid if I join you guys?
Oh, I have no idea.
Just spitball.
I mean,
something.
when I first started at the dealership I work at, I was making 14.
You make more than I do.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I was also driving like 45 minutes. Or I do. It's like 30, 45 minutes.
I'm just glad I'm making over 19 an hour.
I make 17 just to change oil. That's a very easy job to make 17 an hour. And that was because they begged me to come back. So I was like, we're gonna work a deal out now because you guys are idiots. You fired, or I quit. They didn't really fire me. I very, very much so was like, I'm out. Bam.
Eat a dick.
I was like, I may not be back. A month later, I'm back. I should have just left my toolbox.
Yeah, it would have been cheaper than putting it in storage.
Well, I mean, they're already paying for that storage. So. Next time I decide to quit, it's probably just going to get shoved back here. It's just not great, but I'll figure out something to do with it. I am really considering opening something like that, though. Like, if I could get something like that going, my dad's a master mechanic, so we don't have to worry about that. The only thing would be paying my dad well enough. But I think even with all the little shops on Inman Street, we'd be able to do all right.
Yeah, right now the shops are only outnumber liquor stores here.
I mean, you go down Inman Street, there's what, like 5? Just like right there in the same little spot.
But yeah, if you go up
There's
there,
like 2 transmission shops on one side, and then there's
Master Ben, Two Brothers.
like 3 or 4 on the other side.
well, yeah,
I don't know,
but
there's a lot.
You head off 4th Street this way. Start heading that way. You go past like what seems like 9 liquor stores before you hit Walmart.
Is that thunder?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to rain?
Yes.
I didn't know that. It could
Windows
also be
are
fireworks.
closed.
Could also be fireworks.
It ain't fireworks, trust me.
I didn't really hear it. I just heard it through the headphones.
Well, I'm right next to the window. It's not fireworks. Not unless it strikes this window. It won't be fireworks.
Yeah, no,
Wouldn't be the first time I got electrocuted.
I've had too many ideas about businesses. Like, I can make my own t-shirts now. I can do that. What's funny, Tanner wasn't here for that conversation, but we talked about it last time.
Oh, yeah.
I got an offer to make like 30 t-shirts for a biker club. But not just any biker club.
What biker club?
The Outlaw Biker Club.
Do it.
I was like, okay.
Like, that's just kind of like
Like,
random.
it's because I know a guy. He's like, we've been looking for a new thing for t-shirts, and
That poor guy.
yeah, I was like, I mean, I'll do it. He's like, how much are you charging for t-shirts? I was like, haven't really thought about it. He's like, give me a number. I was like, man, I don't know, like $15. He's like, that's pretty cheap. I was like,
I was at 20.
I was like, man.
Should have said 25.
Not 20, because if you said 25, then yeah.
Yeah, you could buy a shirt for
Yeah.
that. You can go to Hot Topic and buy a shirt for that. But I immediately was like, am I about to start making t-shirts for the Outlaw Biker Club? That's something that, like, how do you put that in like a portfolio for something? You just get a bunch of smiling bikers that you know have probably killed people. It's like,
Can you imagine if that
Jeez.
person ever came up? Like, all right, you did that. How did that? You don't want to know.
oh, you're bleeding. It's not mine. Okay. On with the questions. Oh, I actually wanted to do a thing though in future episodes of this while we're on about the podcast. I kind of want to do a thing where we don't like, we haven't really referenced the fact that we're live because I'm trying to keep from doing that. But we will start live streaming these every now and then, maybe like twice a month. I don't know, every other week. Because we do enjoy playing video games. All of us do. And
we've been talking about getting back into Minecraft.
we have talked about that. Minecraft. There's been a lot of updates since the last time we played. They have axolotls now.
There's been a lot.
And caves and new mobs, I think.
Yeah.
But if anybody's listening, if you're watching, whatever, would a custom Pet Farms Minecraft server be an idea that you guys would be okay with? Because we've talked about it. We kind of think it's a cool idea.
It's a great idea.
And we could
Great idea.
I could put some kind of mod in there to where it like separates land out for people and that kind of thing, so everybody would have their own thing. Or we could just have just a full open area of where people can build wherever the crap they want to. I feel like that would be fine too. We get enough people watching Minecraft. When we play Minecraft, we get like 30 people watching. Like it's usually pretty good.
During stream.
Yeah, during the stream, the views are actually astronomical usually. I think
Ridiculously high.
I think we had one that was like 10,000 views by the time we were done with it. And it was like a 2-hour stream. I was like, how in the world did 10,000 people watch that in 2 hours?
Minecraft.
But I mean, I want to do more streaming, and I'm actually gonna probably Monday night probably play some Minecraft.
You said Monday?
Maybe.
Monday?
Yeah.
What time?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably during the day because I'm not doing anything for the 4th. Me and Heather already discussed it, and we're like, it's just another day. We usually do our little cookout, but it's just like the 3 of us and our wives and JJ.
Most I can do is invite my dad.
God, that's loud. 3:30 in the morning. Do you know the song I'm
Not a cloud in shine.
The thunder rolls. That was really bad. I can actually kind of see too, the problem. But we wanted to do more Minecraft. I'm gonna definitely play more Horizon Forbidden West. That's gonna be a thing for a while because I'm 6 hours into it and it's a really freaking good game. But it's a lot harder than the first one.
Oh, definitely.
Like they almost went like Elden Ring levels of like you have to dodge and.
Have you got to Vegas yet?
I don't think so.
Vegas.
Elden Ring is another thing that I'm not touching. I have it. I actually have the physical disc for it, but
I do too.
where's that? I have it.
I played for like 15 minutes. Got past the tutorial. I was like, nope, I'm good for now.
I haven't seen the Xbox X series or whatever games, like the new gen Xbox game cases, but I really like the white with the PlayStation 5 stuff. It looks so good. It's like clean. It's almost 9:30.
Yeah.
We should probably wrap it up here in a little bit.
Oh, you see that? I got dusted.
Pro mag, man.
Anyway,
Rematch. Lock with the switch versus full out 5-7.
we still have to do that. That reminds me of the freaking video we planned on doing 2 years ago that we haven't done. Good God.
Jesus.
So with that being
Mother
said,
Nature is what it
did I
thinks
show you what I bought for my shotgun?
Oh, God. With that being said, let me show you this thing. I'm running in place.
Oh, it was.
But anyway, back to the Minecraft thing. I've really been tempted to do a pet farm server, and I've talked about it with multiple people on stream and stuff like that. Some of the people that are in stream pretty regularly are like, "Oh, that's a really good idea." Like it would bring more people in,
Oh, yeah.
especially when we're already playing Minecraft and stuff. If we were to do that, but we haven't played Minecraft in so long,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh God."
That's one of those games, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love playing it.
I think it's cross-platform
A
too.
lot of times I avoid that game because I can't play it for just 1 hour.
That's why I don't like playing Minecraft because I get sidetracked and I'll play it for like 6
For me,
hours.
it's about like more fun Monopoly.
So
I think it's an ADHD thing. It's like you get to playing and then you like hyper focus and you're just
On that
that's
thing.
all you do all day.
yeah,
a little example. Farming Simulator.
Oh God.
that's a 5-round magazine for my shotgun. That's what came with it.
Didn't you buy a banana clip for yours?
It's not a shotgun, but uh-huh.
So with that being said, that's a 20-round.
Oh my
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Is it like a it's a semi-auto or is it like a fully auto attachment?
It shoots as fast as my AR, so it
Oh
looks
my
like it's automatic.
god!
But no, it'll hold. It holds.
The look on your face, like I was like, I know what answer is coming.
It'll shoot.
There's
But what's scary is like you always see a 12 gauge and like it blows holes and shit this big.
Yeah,
And then like that's 20 rounds.
it's like the street sweeper on
Why?
Call of Duty.
Why do you need that? Because I live in America and I wanted it. That's why.
You're the problem with this country, Tanner.
Yep. It's okay though. It's a shotgun. It's not an AR.
I feel like any heavy weaponry is kind of the same category.
No. Shotguns aren't used to kill people. ARs are.
Yeah,
And only AR-15s. AR-10s are much safer.
I saw that. I saw where you shared that. I'm like, oh yeah, no. The regulations on stuff should be a lot higher. I feel like. I feel like getting rid of guns completely is stupid. It's really dumb. But I feel like you should.
That's what's going to do is put more illegal guns on the street.
I feel like the issue. This is getting real political here for a second, but I feel like they should just regulate it.
Yeah.
There should be more stipulations.
All right, you don't have a track record of violence. Okay, we're good.
How do you regulate it though?
That's the thing. Is somebody that has the.
That's the thing. No one knows how to regulate it.
No.
Put 10
You fill out a piece of paper and you send it off to
Or
somebody
we just
that
pull in
reads it.
Australia and just meld all of them.
That won't ever happen. We'll fucking overthrow the government before that happens.
Put someone like Ted Nugent in
God.
charge of it.
What?
Put
Ted
someone like
Nugent.
Ted Nugent in charge of it.
Yeah, because that's gonna make it better.
Yeah, but he'd give everybody a gun.
He'd pull an Oprah.
You get a gun. You get a gun. You don't have one. You get two.
You're only 3. Here you go.
Here's a Rough Rider.
Here's a Red Ryder BB gun. Have fun.
That would be great. I like that idea, JJ.
It's got the lever action. Makes you feel like you're in the Western.
Wait, you shot out of school?
I used to have one.
Wait, you shot out of school? You get 2 in the chest.
Dude, I actually have a story about a Red Ryder that makes me laugh every time I think about it because it's really funny.
You're gonna shoot your eye out.
That's part of it.
Now I'm scared.
I used to live in this house where we had this really long driveway. It was in a subdivision. We were almost around the corner from this cul-de-sac. And I was like, what is that? And my brother was playing around with my BB gun. And I had the Red Ryder lever action BB gun. So it was kind of hard to shoot somebody with it.
Yeah.
And he popped me right in the back from like 2 feet away. Luckily, I guess it just bounced off me. I don't know what happened. I guess I just got tough skin or something.
The worst place I've ever been shot was right here.
He shot me like right here. And I snatched it out of his hand and went after him because I was like, you just, what? I turned around to snatch the gun out of his hand and he just goes running. And I stepped up on the porch and I was like, screw this. I'm not chasing him. And I just, like something out of a freaking movie. I just waved it, shot him right in the same spot he hit me from like, it was really far away. I'd say probably like 90 feet.
That's great.
I just like wanted that BB. And I was like, how did I even do that? I don't understand how it worked, but it happened. It was in the same exact spot. My mom was like, I've never seen that happen at all before. Like, how? That's impressive. It was really funny, but that also tells you don't play around with BB guns. Because we both had some pretty good welts on our backs after that. My dad had a cousin that died from that.
That's where you're wrong, Steven. That's where you're wrong. Everyone should play with BB guns. Airsoft or nothing.
My dad had an airsoft gun when he was a kid.
Trick is start with airsoft.
But my dad had a BB gun when he was a kid, and accidentally shot one of his cousins with it in the back of the head, and it hit right here. and went up and lodged in behind his brainstem, and he died.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, they couldn't get it out. Like,
What did he get shot with?
it was a BB.
Why didn't they just use a magnet?
I don't. They said it, where it was like they could risk paralyzing him if they were to like try to remove it.
Paralyzation or death?
I was like, that's weird. you like, as long as it wasn't that magnet from that one Ryan Reynolds movie. What is that? The particle accelerator or whatever.
The super duper magnet thing.
Yeah, where they like break the glass and it just starts attracting everything, and somehow attracts a bullet.
Before it gets fired.
I don't know. It's weird. That whole scene is kind of odd because it makes a bullet go in like a weird direction that it shouldn't go, and it makes no like the physics of it make no sense. I don't even remember the name in that movie.
That's a big thunder.
The thunder, the lightning, and the thunder. I got a million of those. Anyway, it's
Supposed to
probably
be
about,
storming
More
tomorrow.
like that. My
Oh.
sweating. My ears.
yeah. These headphones, the over-the-ear headphones, kind of get like
Sweaty.
uncomfortable after a while. Those aren't too bad. That's a set of Razer headphones that are like $40.
It also has tape that pulls your hair.
Those are pretty squishy.
That is a thing. That's actually, these are $80, and these are actually not as comfortable as those.
Oh.
Those are like $40. But I dropped those with this, and this crushed those. This laptop just folded. I was like, good God.
So did it hit like this?
Yeah, I think it hit and the laptop landed on it, so the headphones like cushioned it.
Ooh.
But it snapped the headphones in half, and I was like, at least it was the
Outside-
$40 headphones and not the $1,200 laptop.
On the side note, I bought new
Very true.
earbuds for my Oculus. That way he can play out Walking Dead.
We could do that. Give him some Dramamine and be done with it. Match the zombies in the game. By the way, we volunteered you for that.
For what?
Walking Dead VR.
Okay.
I mean, you can sit
That's
in the
that
chair
one
you're
you see on
sitting in
Tik-
and do it. So.
That's that one you see on TikTok where that guy randomly starts singing, throws a knife, and it goes right in that zombie's head.
I've seen a lot of TikToks like that where people
Same
are just
game.
goofing off
Got it.
in video games. Blood and Sorcery or something like that.
What's the one that's
Blade
like
of
Star
Sorcery.
Wars?
Blade and Sorcery. That's what it is. There's a Star Wars one too. I think
I got
JJ
that
has
one,
it.
I got a lot of.
Or the Spider-Man one? I think that's
that one-
modded.
No, that one's a free one.
Oh, the one for the movie. Yeah. That's an actual game. It's just like 5 minutes worth of video gameplay.
And I also think it's on PlayStation too.
See, I can't do VR because I get really bad motion sick. I can take Dramamine.
I'm not
and
sure if I've done it or not.
I've taken Dramamine and tried to do
Until you
VR.
get
And
used to it,
just,
I'd recommend your first play session on VR sitting down.
yeah, that's why I was like, he can sit in the chair he's sitting in
Like
exactly the same way
Like
and
if you
just
play the Star Wars one,
don't punch the microphone and we'll be fine. It's $100 microphone in your hand. No. Which is actually not super expensive, but that's the XLR version, which is a little bit more. Because it's more crisp. Crisp. Like Mike Tyson. Crisp. I don't know why I did that.
Mike Tyson can beat anything with a letter S.
Anyway. We've talked about doing VR games too, so that's the thing. But it would have to be like on days like this.
you also need to find out if you can download the app on your computer.
I think it's already on here. There's a VR app on here. Mixed reality portal.
I saw Minecraft.
It is definitely on here. And it also is a modded version that pops up first. That is Pokemon.
Pokemon!
Pokemon. I
You mean Pixelmon?
It is. We could actually play that, but we'd all three have to be in this room with 3 computers running, which is probably very warm.
I was gonna say not only that, but
And I don't have enough computer monitors.
I was gonna say Wi-Fi, bro.
Oh, that's not a problem at all. Because me and JJ can sit here, and most of the time when we're all 3 playing games, he's sitting there playing. What was that noise?
My phone.
He was playing, or he's usually playing right here. I'm playing right here, streaming off the same computer, and Heather's usually watching Netflix or something, and it's perfectly fine. And Minecraft takes very little to run. I mean, your phone will run it better than your Xbox probably, but
This is true.
and I was sitting there the other day and I was like, if we do this like custom Minecraft server, I can set it up on that computer that is sitting up under that 3D printer and just have it sitting there. It would be permanently on that computer, which would be an issue if that computer got fried or something. But
Blew up.
but it would always be in the hard drive, so I guess that's a different thing. But I mean, I've been thinking about it because it's a definite option. I could also just upgrade the memory in that one and be done because it just takes like 2 gigabytes of RAM. And if I had, I can double the RAM with like $50. So, like, if you guys actually think that's a good idea, I will definitely look into it because it's only $12 a month for a hosting server. So if you guys want to get back into Minecraft, we can do that. But if we're gonna do that, that's gonna be more of a like every time we play video game thing because I'm not spending that kind of money or any money on a server because it's like a monthly subscription at $12 a month.
So it is $12 a month.
Yeah. So if we were to do that, we need to at least play it pretty regularly.
Which we've been talking about playing it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we've mentioned it off and on for a while.
We just want to try that Farming Simulator.
Yeah, Farming Simulator was one I wanted to try, but it didn't work out. And, I mean, we had fun messing around for a little bit, but...
I was going to say, we figured out how to stack shit in some weird places.
I actually played it off stream and stuff. And the best way to build money up really fast is to just take out loans and build a bunch of solar panels and then pay all the loans back. And then you got like I think my farm on this computer is making like 200K a day or something like that.
Good God.
Or maybe it's a month. It's still a lot of money. I think I average like 2 million a year in the game, and I'm like, it's just sitting there. I'm like, cool, neat. On to something else. I've started playing Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Hey, that's a fun game.
And it's got a creative mode, so I'm just sitting there, just like, I got like a whole part going now, and it's based in this like chaotic mode, is what it's called. Mm-hmm. So I'm playing chaotic mode, and I've got maybe like 20 dinosaurs. Just like I have 3 different areas where they're all roaming around. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, I played the first one where you can
That's a fun
run
game
the
to
park.
play, but not for a stream.
It's not a good streaming game. It's a pretty good like mess around. Like I'm sitting there doing nothing. I'll just play it kind of game. But Minecraft, on the other hand, getting back to that,
Oddly does pretty well.
it's weird how well it does. The only games that do better are like Warzone and stuff. And we can never get a lot of viewers on Warzone. I don't know if it's just because we're bad or Warzone and Fortnite. And Fortnite's not too bad since they took out the building, or they have a mode without building. But it's not a game you're interested in. I don't really care for shooters, and Tanner probably isn't super interested in Fortnite itself.
Fortnite makes me mad. I won't lie.
And I'm not super into Warzone. I play usually if I play with you, it's because it's like, whatever, I don't care. But I'm not super into it. Minecraft, I can at least, I know what I'm doing, and it's easy. I don't like doing creative mode, though. Like, as much as everybody's like, it's easy to like build stuff when you're playing creative. But it's like, there's no fun.
I like creative mode if I'm in the mood to goof off.
There's no fun in that to me, though.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the satisfaction of like, I took the time to go get the items for this.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to do a thing where we properly teach Tanner how to play Minecraft.
Yeah.
I don't properly play Minecraft.
The only thing I can do is show him how to build a piston door.
You did what in the door?
Exactly.
I actually, in one of our servers that we did, I think the original Minecraft server for Pet Farms has like an underground base that I think nobody found it. You
In the
might
water?
have. Yeah.
I found it.
I think you found it randomly.
Because you put a sign on it that says Tanner, don't go in here.
Yeah, that's what it was. And
Funny is I hid a little cave thing there too. No one's found it.
it's like a SpongeBob house. It's like up under the water. You have to be looking for it to find it.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess when it's dark, you might be able to see it because it might be lit up.
Yeah.
But
I think that's how I found it.
but it's got like a little aquarium in there. Look at whole. It's got like a living room set
the
up.
one that I built?
I don't know. Well, yeah, I think so.
The one that has the fucking...
You had my room just
Because you gave us our own rooms in it, I think.
Yeah, but it's got that aquarium in it. The thing's fucking huge.
I think I helped you build the aquarium, most of it,
I mean,
when you redid it.
It's ginormous.
Yeah, when you redid it, I think I helped you do it.
Because it's like,
Yeah, I
like
remember you
each
did.
block is like, what, 3 feet?
Yeah.
And it's like 12 feet long and like 25 feet.
I think we figured it up, and it was huge. It was like hundreds of feet.
It was like the amount of water on the inside would be an ungodly amount.
It's like an aquarium, like a
Yeah.
whole aquarium in Tanner's house.
It's like fucking turtles, dolphins, and fish and everything.
Oh, I do remember building that because we had a dolphin that like jumped up on the platform and was just dying.
It was like
slowly.
dying, couldn't get back in the water.
Main thing I remember from is you designed my room.
And then there was like
after
a whole atrium or something, but all the birds got out.
Yeah.
God,
I remember we came in. You're like, how do these birds get out?
they were hitting the
Somehow the switch was staying active.
foot panel thing. They were hitting it
Yeah.
somehow.
It's like our original thing.
I think one of them was sitting on it, and it was doing it just enough to where it was like letting all the other ones.
Yeah.
It's like our original world. All those bats that kept spawning in.
I had a spawner set right there for those bats because we had like a trophy room basically of games that we had beaten.
Yeah.
That's badass.
We planned on.
So I had like bats
updating
and a
it with
dude
that.
in there.
Yeah, we
the
planned on.
Batman spell.
I think we planned on updating it with each game we beat. We just never got back to it.
Game of Thrones, I just put a pig in there
Yeah.
I remember that.
because our
it
running
was in,
joke
like,
in the
the-
Game of Thrones series was house bacon. That was our little joke. I think I came up with that.
Yeah.
That was
I
one of
think
the.
I had a big N7 on it.
Yeah, there was a Mass Effect one. I wanted to do one for A Way Out, and we just never got to that.
Yeah.
But we've beaten a lot of games since then, so it would be really hard to do that. I kind of want to finish the dwarf game before we get back to Minecraft.
Definitely. That's a fun game.
I don't know how you feel about it, but
What's that?
After every dig
the
we
dwarf
drank,
digging game.
after every dig
Whatever
we
it is.
drank,
What is that game called? I always forget.
Deep Rock Galactic.
That's it.
The only reason I remember because PlayStation Plus gave me the game for free.
I don't mind that one. It's okay. No Man's Sky was kind of like that too. It was like, it's all right. We could play this. But I think Minecraft does better, and we enjoy that a little more.
Yeah.
So
That one we can actually goof off with. Yeah. The Deep Rock Galactic.
I love just randomly chucking arrows at Tanner, and he's just like, "What? Who?
What?
But I mean, then you get moments like this, and it's like
Yeah, I remember.
it's like quotable moments we have for the rest of our lives. Just
I like
like,
how that same session.
and this
Why
one,
the fuck is this sheep naked?
I like how that same session Tanner's like, I got a fish, I got a fish, I got a fish.
I think
Like,
that's the same gaming session
And
for
then-
both of those clips.
It is.
And then I get behind my house in this little lake and got an unbreaking bow.
That was that was the most ridiculous thing because I was trying to fish at the same time as all three of you guys, and I was getting nothing. I think I pulled a freaking piece of armor out of there that was useless.
boot.
It was like a leather boot or
Yeah,
something,
you got boots. I remember.
and I was like,
Yeah,
"What
you
am I
got-
going to use this for?"
Yeah, you got boots, and you were like, "Why is there a boot in the ocean?" Or
I
some
also
shit.
got a golden helmet. I remember that.
We need to go back to that because I actually build up a lot of stuff in there.
I remember part of it. Part of the updates.
I think I'm gonna move the PlayStation 5 in there next time or like next week or whatever, and we can
For
use
now, 'cause,
the two Xboxes
yeah.
because I'm sure she would be fine with that.
Notice
Simultaneously,
that right now we don't really have a lot of stuff we can play for it.
we need to get the new Spider-Man game.
New Spider-Man.
Yeah,
The one that's
Oh, the sequel to the first
yeah,
one.
the sequel,
ain't they
God of
saying-
War has a sequel coming out too.
November.
What was it called?
Oh, Ragnarok.
I think so.
God of War 2.
God of War.
I hate to say
Five?
it. I hate to say it, but I hope,
It's God of War 2 again.
I hate to say it, but I hope they don't drag it too far in the wrong direction.
I'm fine with fighting Thor. I don't care.
No, that's not what I meant. I mean, I don't feel like they should go after every.
I do. I want every single
Give
god,
me
every
fucking
pantheon.
deity there's ever been. I want to kill them all as
I want
Kratos.
to beat the crap out of Jesus Christ himself.
Like some of the stuff in that would just be weird. Like you can. There's only so many religions you can go after where you can beat up multiple gods and destroy the religion.
I don't know. You got like the Aztecs. You got Chinese gods. You have
They'll probably go
the
after
Monkey
the least
King. Would be
popular
really
gods.
cool to throw.
That'd be
down
badass.
They'll probably go after the least popular gods.
It'd be the hardest fucking fight in the world, though.
Yeah, the Monkey King.
If you think about it, the
Have you
Monkey
seen the
King's
death
fast
battle?
as
You mean
fuck.
Sun
Have you
Wukong?
seen the death battle with Monkey King?
You mean Sun Wukong?
Yeah.
That's another name I can't believe I remembered.
I mean, Goku's based off of him.
Yeah, definitely.
Monkey King. Yep.
I mean, they gave him an extending stick.
And there's also a really cool Dragon Ball reference. This is going to be way out of left field. But there's Naruto, the tailed beasts. One of them is called the fourth one, which is part of the reference. The fourth one is named Sun Wukong. And he's Son Goku. He's straight up Son Goku. And his Jinchuriki, the guy that he's inside of, is Roshi.
Ain't he the one with the baboon thing?
Yeah, he's the monkey looking dude.
That's a threat.
I've not watched Naruto, so I don't know.
They lost me at Baruto.
Naruto's fine.
Don't get me wrong, I get it's fine. I love Baruto's sister.
I'm a huge
She's a beast.
I'm a
you know
huge
what I
fan
mean.
of
You know what I
I know
mean.
what you mean. Out of context.
Yeah. I mean, she one-shotted Naruto
It
and
is weird.
I mean, literally one hit. That was it.
Tanner's
Knocked
out of
him
his
out for
element with the
hours.
anime stuff. He doesn't know what to say. Are you gonna watch Dragon Ball Super Superhero?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I want to see Orange Piccolo,
And Gohan's new form
Mystic Ultra Super Duper,
with Cell.
Red Cell.
Yeah. And I'm like, I've already seen so many spoilers. I might as well not even watch it until it comes out on DVD.
Nah, I want to go see it in the movie theater.
All the stuff
I do too. Me and JJ have already talked about it. He was like, we should go together.
I mean, I'm down. As long as I got the money, I'll go.
My thing is, I want to go to that one over here where it's like $18 for one large drink and one large popcorn and free
The
refills.
fuck are you talking about? What?
There's a theater.
The one in the mall is the one that usually has all the anime movies. They don't have the one on the
Hold on.
interstate.
I'm trying to think which one that is.
I was gonna say I haven't been to the movies in forever. I've always gone to the
I was
drive-in.
like $18 for freaking popcorn
Yeah.
and drink.
That's why I recommended it.
Because it's like $15 at the one off the interstate for two.
I was gonna say the last time I went to the drive-in,
Well,
I spent like
this one
$60
has-
on food.
Yeah, this one
Because you
has,
could get a full meal at that's right.
I went to the one in Trenton though. So
Oh.
like we had like 4 barbecue sandwiches. I had a double cheeseburger, a plate of nachos.
The one
Like,
at
I had some
Etowah is
fucking
pretty good
shit.
too.
Yeah, I like the one in Etowah a lot more than I like the one in Trenton. Because the one in Etowah, how you go back further, the
Yeah.
parking lot gets higher, it's elevated. The one in Trenton is just flat.
That's weird.
I didn't like
I've
it.
only gone to the one in Etowah.
The one in Etowah is much better. The one in Trenton has much better food. But I'm not going to the drive-in for fucking food, you know?
He's talked about doing a drive-in theater.
Dude, I love going to the drive-in.
Like, he's mentioned it multiple times that he wants to like do a whole thing. Be really cool for like pet farm stuff if we just did that.
I'm down. I watched Top Gun in the drive-in.
We could just rent a whole theater.
God, I wish.
It's only like $120 or something like that. Just rent a whole theater and just do a whole pet farms like live stream session out of it. I could do that. My phone will make enough Wi-Fi for that.
That'd be insane.
You know, I'm talking about the one at Pleasant Grove.
One of our yeah, that's the one I was talking about. They don't ever really get those movies. I think AMC has like a contract with Funimation or Crunchyroll or something, and they get the rights to do that, which is one of the one in the mall is the only one that gets anime movies. That's where I
Yeah.
watch Demon Slayer. That's where I watch Broly. Because I would definitely go to this one versus the other one. This one has reclining seats.
Yeah, the one over here is a lot more comfortable.
The one I just mentioned has that too.
Yeah,
We went and watched the new Jurassic World.
that's where we saw it.
Dominion.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
It was perfectly okay. It wasn't a great movie, but it was okay.
I loved it. As a fan of the original actors, I loved it.
It was a fan service movie. Is all it was.
Tell me you didn't laugh in the tunnel scene.
I mean, it was okay.
When the power kicked off that main bag, I was like, "Oh, come on!"
It's very cheesy
and
too.
Then, oh no, it's cheesy, but I liked it. It's hilarious. To me, it's hilarious. Like that one dinosaur that went under the ice. I was sitting there.
Heather was sitting there and she was like, "What kind of dinosaur is that?" I was like, "A velociraptor. That's what they're supposed to look like."
Funny part is in that frozen lake scene when that dinosaur came out, I was like, "Now's the point where something bigger pops up." Also, it darted under the ice. I was like, no.
The freaking what is it called? A Theranzinosaur or something like that. The Lady D dinosaur. I saw a lot of videos where people are like, "What is this?" And I was like, "They definitely never played the game Ark."
That's actually a dinosaur.
I was like, me and JJ played that game quite a bit back in the day, and there have been a lot of those things that slapped us around quite a bit.
Do you remember my main weapon? Every time
Those videos are on our YouTube channel at Pet Farms Gaming. If you want to check that out.
Every time something starts chasing, it's like, hold on, I'll slow him down.
It's like the dumbest thing. It always worked. It gave us time to run. When we'd happen up on a dinosaur that's like
when we first
120
booted
levels
up,
ahead of
every
us.
time we saw something twice our size, we're like, I'm gonna fight it. What made it
That's
weird,
a game that if the multiplayer worked really well, would work really well with our group.
I think what really killed that for me is
That fucking game didn't work worth shit.
The Flash teleporting.
not just that. If you remember when I first started playing,
I remember laughing
played as
so
a
hard
girl.
because Tanner was like, "This game's so buggy," and then he just comes running past me, and it looks like the Flash, just because he would go from one point, and then you would like teleport way down here, but it would look like you were running really fast
what cracked me
because
up,
it would be like a what do you call that? And what do they call that in Dragon Ball, where it's like a mirror image or something, where it's like all the way down? What were you saying?
What cracked me up was when we first started playing. And that was back then when every time we had the choice, you'd be a guy and I'd be a girl just for the fun of it.
Yeah, I mean,
think about it.
I do the opposite now. To be completely honest.
That first session. How many times did I say, Steven, how's it appearance?
Quit staring at my tits.
The Saints Row game. Have you made your character in the character creator thing yet? The new Saints Row. There's a thing on the game store or whatever, because you guys are on your Xbox. It's called the Boss or something, Boss Factory, something like that. You can pre-make your character so you can just start the game.
Oh yeah, they did that with Saints Row 4.
I think Saints Row 4 you could import your character from the last one.
You could. And you can import from a character creator.
And they've got another voice actor that's like one of the voice options that like you hear his voice and you're like, the guy's from
Troy
something.
Baker? Because he does everything.
Just once, I would love.
It wouldn't surprise me if he was in it, but I know he's not the main character.
Just once, I would love if they had the guy.
I was watching something random the other day, and I was like, "That's Troy Baker." What the heck? And it was like a Lego movie or something. I was watching a trailer for like the new Lego Star Wars Vacation thing, and he plays Palpatine. And he's like, he's talking about rubbing lotion on him. And I'm like, what? Why? He's
Troy
like
Baker.
He's like one of the best voice actors in the freaking industry. And he's like,
Troy Baker.
he's playing Palpatine talking about Darth Vader rubbing sunscreen on him. Like, that's weird. JJ was saying something, though, and I don't remember what he was talking about.
I thought what would crack me up is just once when one of the Saints Rows have the guy who played Penguin play with main voice options just for fun.
Travis Willingham?
No, not that one.
Oh.
Who
Danny
did he
DeVito?
play in Arkham Knight?
That would crack me
Danny
up.
DeVito?
No, that would crack me up. Think about it. Like, I was walking down the street and a cop stepped from me and I just started blasting.
Just started blasting.
I mean, it'd be perfect.
That one's that's from It's
Always Sunny.
It's Always Sunny, yeah.
That's
Always
why
Sunny
he
in
is
Philadelphia.
Such a chaotic character. He'd be perfect for Saints Row. They can call him Pops.
Oh god.
Can you imagine if the creator's director was just like, all right, let's do this in the next one.
Like,
Troy Baker
TLC.
was in Dirt 5. It's a fucking game about rally racing.
Granted,
He's the narrator in that game. I know what you're talking about because I
AJ.
played a little bit of it. Yeah.
He's one of those voice actors who are in everything.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was Bruce Banner in the Avengers game.
He quit doing anime so he could do like every video game in existence.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
He was Bruce Banner in the Avengers game?
Yeah.
I didn't
I
realize
played the
that.
whole game.
And he's in Baki.
Like the anime?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what it says right here.
He supposedly quit doing anime after
He probably quit, but
like the
he also,
middle of-
he probably quit, but he also understands that's where he really got to start.
Yeah,
Let's
I mean
see.
he was one of the
He'll probably-
best villains in Naruto.
He
shipping
plays
him.
the main character.
He'll probably go back
Weird.
randomly, but not solely.
I've never seen that
probably one of
anime.
those things.
That's one of those that's like out of my
I
wheelhouse.
want to watch it just because, but
It's like a
I've
boxing anime.
I've not. I think it's more of like
like MMA.
MMA.
Yeah.
Lego
It's
City,
way out
Last
of my
Us,
wheelhouse.
Darksiders Genesis,
Who's he play? Famine.
Abaddon.
That's a demon.
Abaddon. That's a demon. I only know that from Supernatural.
And he was in Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Because Abaddon in Supernatural was a awful character.
Wasn't Ice Cube in one of the Call of Duties? Black
Possibly.
Ops?
Snoop Dogg is in the newest one. I don't know.
That don't count. He's a DLC character. You download him and then play him. I meant story wise.
Golly.
I have no idea. I know Kevin Spacey was in one of them,
Yeah.
He was the main villain. That was
which makes sense. So was the dude from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He was a villain in one of them too. I think that was Infinite, wasn't it?
No.
Or Advanced?
Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, Infinite was Kit Harington. I think.
Yeah. It was infinite.
Because I think Advanced Warfare was Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was his son that died in the war, and he got his friend as the main character, Oh, it was weird.
And he's an awful person.
He played Aaron Black and Shinnok in Mortal Kombat 11.
That's cool. Those are the same character, I think.
No.
Are they not?
No, Aaron Black is the bounty hunter, and Shinnok is Shinnok.
You know who plays a character that's very similar to that, though? That also is basically the voice replacement for Troy Baker in a lot of stuff. Matthew Mercer, who is the DM from Critical Role.
He also was in God of War.
Yeah, he played one of Thor's sons. Modi?
Magan.
Yeah, the other one.
Magana or whatever.
Magni.
Magni.
And he was in Spider-Man as Craven.
That doesn't surprise me. He likes to do accents.
And Shadow of War.
Well,
Italian.
yeah, he plays like the main character or something.
Italian.
Yeah.
And Uncharted, Batman the Enemy Within.
Those games were okay until you start actually like watching the plot and you're like, what is going on?
He was in Be Cool Scooby-Doo. As Jack, Josh, and Jester. Star Wars,
Is that three
the
people,
old...
or is that two first names?
You know, he's the only actor to play both Batman and Joker in the same thing. Like he played them in this. It was the Ninja Turtles Batman movie.
Batman
it's
and
like
Ninja
the
Turtles.
guy from
Batman
Supernatural
versus-
played Batman in
versus the
Long
Ninja
Halloween.
Turtle.
Dean.
Yeah, it was Jensen Ackles.
Yeah.
Jensen Ackles.
That movie sucked, by the way. It was not as good as the comic books.
I haven't seen it yet. I want to watch it, but I haven't.
Honestly, the only
Not as good
to
as the
me,
comic
the
books.
only
It is on HBO Max, by the
To
way.
me, the only character that didn't
Yeah.
really characters that didn't
And he
really
was in
screw
Dead
up.
or Alive 5
I've never played this.
as Ryu Habusa. And he was Venom and Marvel Pinball. Venom.
Yeah, because people played that.
And he was in The Crew.
I didn't play that.
That's actually a fun game.
I played it.
It's a racing game. Also, I don't really do racing games.
It's not only just racing. It's boating, airplanes, cars,
Yeah, but
motorcycles.
you're
It's
racing
everything.
all those things.
It's basically vehicle simulator.
No, Forza Simulator. The Crew is
Simulator.
the Crew is I go across the United States.
I can go through Chattanooga.
Yeah. You
And
can.
it's like this much of Chattanooga.
Honestly, I wish they would make a game based in Cleveland or Chattanooga, or both.
Yeah, because people really want to see our tiny town.
Hey, let's go here. This is where I bought Halo.
Wow, what would you do? What the fuck would you do in this game, JJ? Let's
go
Tell
here.
me. Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to say it very, very slowly and clearly. You would drive a box truck into the Inman Street Bridge.
Problem.
And I'd hear it right here. It sounds like an explosion. It's very terrifying. I've heard it a million. I heard it twice in one day one time, and I'm like, "What was that?" The room shaking and boom. And I'm
What
like,
the fuck?
"Did a bomb just go off downtown? What happened?" Oh, a truck hit the bird. Oh, okay.
Good God, he played everybody in fucking Darksiders.
Nowadays, around here, you can go.
Draven, the
you
sleeping
wanna-
warden,
Did you hear about when?
oh my
that
God.
truck went to hit the bridge on Inman Street. Which
Which one? It happens like
Every month.
every other week sometimes.
sometimes every hour.
Harley Quinn's Revenge.
It's happened multiple
So
times
he was
in a
Robin
day.
too.
Yeah, he played Tim Drake, I think.
Yeah, he did. And he was in Connect Star Wars. You remember those games?
Yep.
For
No,
the Connect?
actually, no. I'm thinking of a different one because they had like a lightsaber simulator for like the Wii. I played that one.
Oh, he was in the Wolverine miniseries?
The anime?
Yeah. He was the Scarface guy and the Shield Commander. He was only in 2 episodes.
I haven't watched that. That was a firework. Or a gun, and that's been happening a lot lately. Happened right around the corner from your house the other day, didn't it?
Drive-by shooting.
And then there was one like right down the road from here.
Yep. It was in Rollingbrook, which is literally less than a mile down the road.
Yeah, the one that happened over here was like right there. It was that park down the road.
He played Abaddon in Darksiders. You know, I'm really pissed off about the studio that made Darksiders because I wanted to see all fucking 4 brothers.
3 brothers and 1 sister, but
They're all the same.
Hey, no, it's whatever.
Doesn't
I
matter.
think she was Wrath.
I don't know. I never played this.
There was war.
Started
death,
playing
wrath,
Genesis
and
or
famine.
whatever.
Famine's the one I don't know nothing about.
Whatever the newest one is. I played a little bit of it.
Genesis.
Yeah.
It's like an
That's what I
overtop
thought.
arcade shooter type thing.
That's what I thought it was called. That's what I said, but I wasn't sure, so I was just like, okay.
Resistance 2.
Or no, it might have been 3. I think I have 3. The Epic Game Store or something gave it to me for free for the computer. I played like part of it.
3 is the one with Wrath.
Maybe. I don't know. I played like 20 minutes of it.
I wasn't impressed.
In 1994, he was in Yu Yu Hakusho. The Ghost Files.
One of the best 90s animes. JJ, you'll be impressed with my
He was only in 3 episodes.
Deep Rock Galactic, Alien Isolation, Minecraft, Apex, Skyrim, Fortnite, Dragon Age Inquisition, No Man's Sky, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
But seriously, look for the Oculus app.
That's an odd game lineup. Where's my Microsoft Store? We're gonna do something that I wouldn't recommend on a podcast, but hopefully I spelled that right. There was like 3 apps that popped up immediately. Good God, there's so many.
None of those are it.
It's probably something that's like a third-party thing. Look at that.
The weird part is I can download it on my phone.
Java and Bedrock Edition for PC. I forgot they did that. They combined the 2 editions for the
Yeah, that's
computer.
the weird thing. I can download it straight to my phone.
Odd.
If I had it set up right, I could actually post to Facebook personally.
I don't know. Installing the Oculus app in your PC. Ray-Bans.
It's a weird,
Does Facebook own Ray-Ban now?
apparently.
Maybe.
That's very possible, I guess. Download software. There it is right there. Airlink and cable. Install the Oculus app on a compatible gaming computer. Let's see if it works. That took no time. That was really fast. God.
That was loud as fuck.
I didn't know my my computer audio was like routed through this mixer. JJ, that means I can use the soundboard when we're playing video games. That's opened up a lot of possibilities. Tanner, that means if you make a very quotable quote, I guess, while we're playing video games, that it will forever be on the soundboard. I have 2 more pages. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm trying to count. How many buttons are here? 8? Okay, 7. So there's 12 sounds I can add.
I will chase you to the ends of the earth, my friend.
I don't know why I made that on there, but it's on
So if I just like randomly scream like fucking shit bitch, that'll be clipped on forever.
I can. Here, we'll do this live.
Gohan's an official name for his transformation is Son Gohan Beast.
What? I can't
He
do
also
that. Oh.
states that Cell Max was supposed to be undefeatable and not even Broly could stop him.
Okay.
Yeah, but when is Broly going to get like a huge form and become a fucking badass and just rip everyone's ass apart?
I don't know. We can make one thing that you say on the soundboard. What are you putting on here?
Titties.
Think about it.
I'm I'm kind of kidding because I also have like 12 more spots. So you can go through whatever video you want and grab a sound from that, and I can put it on here. You can tell me what video, what specific quote you want. I can even take other things. I've really thought about taking like the sensu bean quote. Sensu bean. Oh, that'd be really funny. Or nail.
No. You can always do what I do, not think about it.
I saw a bird. It was pretty. Anyway, we need to stop. It's like at 10 o'clock.
It is 10 o'clock.
Why the fuck is this sheep naked?
Hell of a sign off.
It's really funny that that all of our most quotable stuff is you for some reason. You just say like the dumbest things, and it's always like the most quotable stuff. I don't know what it is. Because my stuff is this.
I will chase you to the ends of the earth, my friend.
I don't know why I did that.
I'm thinking about grabbing something from my cousin's video.
Yeah.
We could do that. I could grab anything out of that.
That'll be a clip before you know it.
I mean, hold on. We could do that.
Remember when I had Esmeralda saying it?
Yeah, that was our
notification thing for the longest time.
Yeah, it was the like notification, I think, for the longest time.
I got another fish.
That's our follower notification.
I got another fish.
That's gonna get really. I'm gonna have to change that. It's gonna get really confusing. But now when we do streams, usually I use the mixer as my microphone when we're playing. So now you're gonna hear everything. You're gonna hear
Hear this?
Why the
This.
fuck is this sheep naked?
Why did it?
not go away. You're gonna hear all of that. There's another page. I just found a 5th page, guys. That's another 8 buttons I can make.
Why the fuck is this sheep naked?
I love that. I actually sat and made that one with JJ sitting here. Oh God, but we should have. You need to redo all the ads for the podcast. I'm gonna have you redo the ad for the podcast next time, not today, because it's there's a whole ad read that I did, and I put music behind it, and it's like on Anchor.fm or whatever. I'll pull it up. Hold on.
You have to write it like a script for me to say.
Well, I have it
Not
somewhere.
today, Satan.
Not today, Satan.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Where is?
Ooh, I know exactly what I want. Mass Effect Andromeda. Wasabi!
It's one of the dumbest things, but you
But
know
it works.
that's very you.
It works.
It's very you.
Yeah, and that's the weird part. I played it for Xbox and PlayStation. I only got.
Why am I not
glitches
searching
on
my
the
own
PlayStation.
podcast?
Hamana.
Yeah, remember we just started his loyalty missions, and he just started. Oh, wasabi!
How dare you, Spotify? There it is. That's my voice.
Hey everybody, it's Steven from Peculiar Prattling.
In the freaking ad, I can't even pronounce our podcast.
Let me explain this. It is
But it's crisp and
There's
clear.
creation tools that allow you to record in it.
Yeah, I'll just type that out, I guess.
Yeah.
But JJ's gonna read all the ads now.
Oh, shit.
He agreed to that. It's his problem. I'm just here.
Motherfucking shit. Steven, have you seen this video?
No. What is it? Holy!
Now what?
I saw that. I did see that. It looks inappropriate, but it's not inappropriate. It's food. I'm hitting every freaking button.
And yes, they're like sick.
Anyway,
It's got 700 horsepower.
we're gonna end the stream. I know why my freaking Bluetooth wasn't working. I had it muted the whole time.
Ah!
Dang nabbit. Anyway, JJ can sign us off, I guess. I don't know.
Well, this has been Pet Farms. I'm JJ.
Well, technically, we got to use the podcast name, JJ.
Killer Prattling. See, I got it right, Steven.
Yeah.
Ow, shit.
You did it
That's
perfect.
that's why you volunteered me.
You did it perfectly the first time. I did that like 10 takes. And I still stuttered through it. Anyway.
This has been Peculiar Prattling.
And he's JJ.
Yeah, I'm JJ.
He's our new host for the podcast.
This is going to be a long
intro. And he's like 4 feet away
Wait.
from the microphone.
This isn't an intro. This is the exit.
This is the outro, yeah.
The outro.
And
it's going to be a long
I'm Steven.
outro.
Why am I waving my hands in an audio podcast?
People can't see you, Steven.
They can't see that on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts.
Or wherever you get your podcast needs.
That's a good way to phrase that.
my face randomly pops up.
And he's Tanner.
What's up? Good night.
Where's it at? Hold on. We'll go out on this. Where's the end button?
The big ass red button.
The big red button that says end live stream.
Why the fuck is this sheep naked?
Dang it, it did.